this year left dozens of people dead.
A helicopter involved in a deadly January crash with a passenger plane over Washington was flying above its height limit. The helicopter's altitude measuring instrument was also inaccurate. NTSB Chairwoman Jennifer Homendy.
We did testing in May that shows concerns with the altimeters, the barometric altimeters on the UH-60 Limas.
Hearings on the crash will continue focusing on military helicopter routes, collision avoidance technology, and air traffic controller training at Ronald Reagan National Airport. The crash killed 67 people. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Nothing yet on a motive for the murder of two parents who were killed in front of their two young daughters. It happened along a hiking trail in an Arkansas state park. The suspect, 28-year-old Andrew McGann, under arrest. The two children were not hurt. They're now in the care of family members. President Trump says that even if lowering interest rates did drive inflation higher, there is an easy, time-tested remedy.
If that happens, what you do is you raise your rates and you do what you have to do to stop inflation. But we're keeping the rates high, and it's hurting people from buying houses, so we don't want that.
The Federal Reserve has once again refused to lower interest rates, but this time it was not a unanimous vote. Two Fed board members support a rate cut. In the end, though, the central bank voted to hold rates right where they are. Tomorrow's the president's deadline for other countries to reach trade deals with the U.S. or face sharply higher tariffs. South Korea has joined 10 other countries that now have a deal in place. In this case, 15% levy on imports from South Korea. The Dow futures up 113 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
Hi, my name's Neil. I have some advice for you if you've been trying to break free from credit card debt. You can start by doing what I did. Get your bills together and call Trinity Debt Management. Trinity is dedicated to helping people like me become debt-free. When I called, my first experience was a feeling of relief. My counselor was kind, and best of all, she didn't judge me. In just a few minutes, she helped me figure out a plan that consolidated all my bills into one lower monthly payment. This substantially reduced my high interest rates and put me on the road to success. In the end, I saved thousands in interest, and today, my credit card debt is a thing of the past.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Neil. Take it from someone who's been there. Call Trinity and become debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
The U.S. and Israel oppose an announcement by Canada to recognize a Palestinian state. We get the latest from the media lines, Felice Friedson.
Prime Minister Mark Carney announced on Wednesday that Canada would follow France and the United Kingdom in recognizing a Palestinian state at the United Nations General Assembly in September. U.S. President Donald Trump responded quickly, tweeting out a warning that such a move would make a trade deal between the North American neighbors difficult. President Trump had been clear in his opposition to the statehood plan, arguing it would make the ongoing negotiations to end the hostage crisis and arrive at a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas more, not less difficult. Supporters of the Jewish state, led by hostage families, expressed strong opposition to the French-led plan. I'm Felice Friedson, Town Hall News, Jerusalem.
Find news and analysis at themedialine.org and townhall.com. Brown University settles with the Trump administration.
The Ivy League school agreed to pay $50 million to workforce development organizations in Rhode Island over 10 years as part of the agreement. Brown will also adopt the government's definition of male and female and must remove any consideration of race from its admissions process. The 3-year-long deal has many similarities with one signed last week by Columbia University. The agreement with Brown restores dozens of grants and contracts that had been suspended during an investigation into Brown's handling of allegations of anti-Semitism, including during pro-Palestinian protests on campus last spring. Haya Panjwani, Washington.
Fears of a devastating tsunami across the Pacific have faded after one of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded struck off a sparsely populated Russian peninsula. However, communities along South America's Pacific coast did carry out evacuations and close beaches just in case. Townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Thursday.
Yes, sir. The penultimate day of the work week.
Week is on the downward slide.
As much as kids have tried, like everything they could like staring at a wall to make time go slower.
Mm-hmm.
This week has flown by.
It's been a busy, like a quicker week.
It has, yeah.
I'm ready for the weekend. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my wife and everybody, I get it, school, but I'm ready for the weekend.
Yeah, it's a little mini vacation.
Yeah, I get to.
See, and that's how you can pick up him spirits. Be like, hey, you still got the weekends. Those are vacations. Those are summer vacations, but crammed into 2 days.
That's right. You get a 2-day vacation every 5 days.
Mm-hmm. Just figure out what to do with yourself.
Yeah. Like we'll go. I think I talked to her last night, and she goes. I asked her, said, "Yep, seeing Naked Gun this weekend at the theater." She goes, "Yeah," because you wanted to see it in a theater, right? I said, "Uh-huh." I said, "Okay."
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's the only way.
It is in the books.
It's the proper way to see it. I'm thinking.
For me, it is.
I'm thinking I'm going to save it till next week if I can. Because next week every Tuesday they do the $5 movies. So
you're hoping it's
thinking maybe if I can talk my kids into a double feature. Maybe we can go see one for them and one for me.
Right. Well, you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Playing with fire, always.
No, you're setting the table. Those kids, if this movie turns out like the previous, they're going to turn into me. And I'm going to be sitting there and be quoting Naked Gun movies well into their 50s.
That would be fantastic. I can totally see my son doing that.
Everywhere I look, something reminds me of her. Gosh, I love those movies.
Yeah, they're great. I'm really, really hoping that this one holds up.
I do too.
I mean, I've been doing my best outside of the trailer that I saw, the one, to not see anything else. I haven't watched any reviews. I haven't watched any first takes or any of that because I want to go in with as many of the jokes in this movie being as fresh as possible.
I've caught a couple parts of trailers here and there, but I haven't. The one thing I did see, but it had really nothing to do with the movie, was it was a PSA that they put together. It was a commercial for the movie, but it was a PSA saying, please go and see comedies in movie theaters again. We need money, kind of thing. Because they kept showing clips from old, Something About Mary, all these kind of classic comedies, and notice we don't have those in the theater. Come see comedies again. Come to Naked Gun.
And that touches on something too, because a lot of times people will save their theater dollars for the spectacles.
Yeah.
Because their whole thing is, well, I want to see this on a big screen. It's not going to hit the same on the small screen.
Yeah.
Whereas comedy, it sort of hits. I would argue best when viewed amongst friends in a home setting.
Right.
So it is a tough sell.
Yeah.
But it's one that's necessary because in order for more good comedies like this to be made, studios need to have a reason to look at them.
Yeah. The movie theater industry is still getting killed by COVID. Once COVID hit, we all were like, "Oh, wait a minute! I don't have to go to theaters anymore." As they have, and in the streaming world, I mean, literally, a blockbuster movie's out 2 weeks after it leaves theaters on some kind of platform, and so yeah, it's we just live in that. And let's face it, it's more expensive to eat snacks at a movie theater than it is to see the movie.
No, it's not.
It is if you like go there and spend money like a normal.
But it's not if you hit the Dollar Tree before you hit the
you're smuggling. But I'm talking about if you do it legitimately.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It is quite, and people are probably saying, "Yeah, I can do this at home for the price."
By the way, and I haven't tried it yet, but there's a theater hack that's been making the rounds on TikTok.
Yeah.
So when you get your popcorn, this is, I guess, like a theater manager said, this is the best way to butter your popcorn.
All right.
So you take a drinking straw, preferably not the one you're going to be using later. You take that straw.
Like a buttery beverage.
Buttery soda. You take that straw and you insert it into the nozzle where the butter comes out. Then you take that straw and put it towards the bottom of your bag. As you're putting the butter in, you slowly move your bag down. This is probably a two-man process because you're going to need somebody to hold the straw and somebody to move the bag.
Unless you're,
But, yeah, unless you're really, really super talented. But you're going to be buttering every layer.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't just have that trickle-down effect where by the end you're like, this isn't the same popcorn.
Maybe at the same time and energy, we use a community straw for that and say, hey, I'm done. Butter your popcorn with this straw.
I don't know if I trust a community straw. Coming up in the generation that had video game displays at like Walmarts and like GameStops and seeing how destroyed those were always.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to trust a community straw. Thank you.
Just the straw's going to be kind of gross when all said and done. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. I'll use my own straw. Thank you very much.
Of course, if you're at one of those places that you kind of self-serve your popcorn, depending how far the butter from the popcorn actually is, you just do a little patter, goop, goop, patter, goop, patter, goop.
Well, that's the thing, because I'm trying to think with the system that we have here at our local Lovely Island Theaters establishment, you have to consistently be pushing the button. So I guess if you can get the straw to stay inserted, like and not have to hold it in place, then you're golden.
Yeah.
Buttery golden popcorn.
You know what? Just bring your own funnel. Walk up and go, I got this.
I do feel like that's putting way too much trust in people's hands, letting them butter their own popcorn.
Right.
It's like, it's good. You know what it feels like if you've ever been to like when Snowy does like an event, they have, they'll give you the cups of ice and then they have their things where you can just add your own flavoring.
Yeah, the little dispense. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
You know that people aren't going light on those. No.
They're going to cover every ounce of ice with the juice.
And then some.
Yes.
It's just a cup of syrup with like a couple of grains of ice.
The best part. I don't know, especially for outdoor events. If you're outdoors. And
that's when you really need syrupy liquid, right?
That snow cone, but it hits
getting
different.
Dehydrated.
It hits that. It hits, to me, it's like, all right.
Yeah, making sure it's every granule saturated in flavor is important, but oversaturation leads to dehydration.
Oh, I know.
Trust, I've been to enough of these events.
But it just hits different outside.
You
know
just
what
have
I mean?
a bunch of kids just like sitting on like the curb with just red faces, exhausted.
If I was in my house, I wouldn't want it. But if you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I'm out here and I'm like, yeah, that sounds delightful. Inside, I'm like, no, I'm good. Out there, I'm like, yes, please. I would love a big cone full of syrupy ice.
You know what that is? That's lack of commitment. That's what that is. Because I'll enjoy a Snowy outside, inside, upside, downside, however you get it to me, as long as I can get it in me.
That's where I go with ice cream. Ices, I'm like, that's just appetizer for ice cream, right? These little icy deals, or slushies, or whatever you want to call
okay, ice cream is, I think, better enjoyed indoors. Outside ice cream, to me, is always a chore.
Yes, but unless you're on like a boardwalky type place.
Sure.
And you have the chocolate soft serve jobber that they make like 1 foot tall on that cone. That's an outdoor outdoor ice cream.
I would agree. And that's the beauty of soft serve. It's not exactly ice cream. It's more of like an ice milk, so it doesn't melt in the same drippy way as your other ice creams.
And to pull back the curtain, like I said, my one seed's soft serve. Like I love ice cream. Don't get me wrong,
is why when you go back to Lubbock, you need to hit up that Brahms because
I know.
they are the soft serve kings.
I know. I'm going.
That twist waffle cone.
I don't care if it kills me. I'm going.
Some good stuff right there, and they go high. They go tall with theirs.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. I'm going to get it all over my wife's car.
just pull the line from Vegas Vacation. Because let me get a twist waffle cone and don't get cheap on me.
No, be cheap on me. I'll take some of the yeller. Oh, Clark, we're at an all-you-can-eat buffet. We only need one plate.
We only need the one. Every time I go to a buffet, I have that thought in my head.
Right.
We do just only need to pay for the one buffet.
The pudding's extra runny.
Extra runny tonight.
All right, I'm kidding.
I am a man who enjoys a good bread pudding, by the way, runny or not.
I pass on the bread pudding. My wife loves it. I'm not a fan.
Any recipe that starts with day-old bread, I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah. Yes, please.
That's bread that's been allowed to mature a bit.
Yeah.
It's got some knowledge. It's aware of the weight of the world.
I like my foods best described with bread at the end, not at the beginning. Like banana nut bread in, bread pudding out.
It's like an ingredients list. They're going to list what's most in there on top.
That's right.
But you're quite the fan of bread crumbing. So
yeah, I do, but I don't like to eat them by themselves. It's like an ingredient.
Oh, like you've never just been sitting in your boxers eating croutons on a Saturday, flipping through cartoons. Just me? Okay, fine.
No, my weirder thing would be something. I don't know. I don't even get into it. I was like
I'm weird that I will sit and enjoy ingredients.
Yeah.
Like I went through a phase for a minute where like I was eating everything, like everything pickled.
Yeah.
So I could just like burn through a jar of cocktail onions and just like a sitting.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds god awful.
It was a rough time in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I've moved on since then.
I'd rather do that with olives and things like that than
done that too.
Onions?
Pepperoncinis.
With pickled onions? Goodness.
Sometimes you get a craving. Sometimes you just got to scratch an itch, Mike.
Are you with child?
But I don't enjoy them on my soft serve.
Not a savage.
Yeah, I'm trailer trash. I'm not a savage.
All right, let me give you the rundown and get her going before I don't want food ever again.
No.
We can't have that. We're going to replay some interviews this show. It's the end of the month. All my guests and stuff are not scheduled. So we're going to replay some interviews. We had the folks from American Legion Post 61 join us yesterday. We're going to play that interview for you here in just a few minutes. In the 8 o'clock hour, about 8:15, we're going to replay our interview we had earlier this week with Jet Tucker, talking old Lincoln days. Matter of fact, I got a pair of tickets to give away to see the Billy the Kid pageant either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday in Lincoln. We'll do that in the 8 o'clock hour as well. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to replay our interview we had last week with Don Weld, talking Friends of Bitter Lake, and talking about, I know it's coming up August 1st. They're going to start taking reservations for Dragonfly Festival, all that, which that's like tomorrow. Remember? Yeah. So we're going to play that interview for you there.
It's coming up quick.
I got a smile. I was wondering if you caught my... All right, 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's get you up to date with the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Sunshine today will stay between 90 and 95. We do have a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Could get a shower this evening, partly cloudy overnight, and we're in the upper 60s. And then on Friday, mostly sunny. We'll be in the low 90s. Still that slim chance of an afternoon shower, sunny and pretty hot for the weekend, upper 90s and low 100s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, I didn't scroll up enough. 77 degrees. Is that right? That's not right. That's not right at all. There we Currently 69 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 87%. Winds are out of the northwest at 6 miles per hour. We do have a 20% chance we could see a little bit more rain this morning. I think we've already hit it, though, but they're saying there's a chance. There's also a chance that 20% chance at some rain showers this afternoon. Mostly sunny and a high of 91 today with north winds at around 5 miles per hour. 20% chance of showers continues into the evening hours, partly cloudy with an overnight low of 69 degrees. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly sunny for you Friday, 93 for a high. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. And then the hotness begins. Saturday, sunny and hot, high of 98. South winds 5 to 10. Sunday just blows right past the century mark. Sunny and hot with a high of 105 on Sunday. Monday, sunny and hot, 105. Tuesday, sunny and hot, 105. Wednesday, sunny and hot, 104. So enjoy these next couple of days of low to mid 90s, because after tomorrow, it's gonna tick up here quite a bit. All right, it is 7:21. We're going to take a 2.5-minute break, and then we're going to play our interview we had with the folks from American Legion Post 61 family. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winter.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 5,700 current Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success, that's what we're about.
For the first time ever, the National Championship Air Races are touching down in Roswell, New Mexico. From September 10th through the 14th, witness the world's best pilots battle it out in the fastest motorsport on the planet. Vintage warbirds, cutting-edge jets, aerobatics, and family fun, all against the stunning New Mexico sky. 3, 2, 1. Get your tickets now at airrace.org. Don't miss this high-octane spectacle.
When managing a chronic illness, access to the right treatments makes all the difference. Artesia General Hospital's Infusion Center provides IV therapy and biologic treatments, so you don't have to travel far for care. Expert infusion therapy right here in Artesia. Call 575-736-8256 today to learn more.
So I make a silly joke about it never raining, and now it seems like it'll never quit. Hi, this is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company. All this rain is great, but soon the weeds will be waist high and the bugs will be as thick as flies. But here at Roswell Seed, we have just what you need to control the weeds and fend off the bugs before they take over. So come see us at Roswell Seed, and be careful what you joke about. Mother Nature sure has a wicked sense of humor.
The gateway to your summer getaway is Roswell Hyundai during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With rates as low as 0% for up to 60 months and 0 payments for 90 days on 2025 Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrids. Plus 2.99% for up to 48 months on 2025 Tucsons and 2.99% for up to 48 months on new Elantras. Or lease the all-new Tucson as low as $289 a month or the all-new Elantra as low as $239 a month. Before you get away, head for the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The U.S. Treasury once considered producing donut-shaped coins. They instead decided to go with coin-shaped donuts. Here's Mike Winters.
This morning from our American Legion Post family. Of course, we have Commander Lee back with us as well, and Auxiliary President Jen back. So, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How's life in y'all's world this morning?
Okay.
Pretty good?
For the most part, yeah.
I know a lot of whacking of the weeds and things been going on in memory law in the last week or two here.
Actually, they're out at the new post.
Oh, they're out working at the new
post this morning.
Good deal on East 2nd there. If you want to get a hand, they'll love to have you.
Yeah, we need to help. The city is complaining about the weed height.
Okay. So. I didn't know there was much room for weeds out there. It was mostly concrete.
Weeds right now.
Yeah. But Well, we don't want, God forbid, that make that building look less nice with the weeds.
Well, so sooner rather than later, we'll start demolishing that.
Yeah, that
building.
eventually it will. We're getting there, but one project at a time. But
but we've been very busy at Memory Lawn for sure.
Absolutely, Memory Lawn. We've been, with the rains came the weeds, and they're starting to get a handle on that. There's still work to be done.
2 weeks to get that place mowed, and then, of course, now we're starting over again.
Just about to, it's kind of like the road department. They start working on roads here, and they go around. By the time they get to the end, they got to start over from where they began. And same kind of deal out there. But we're always looking for support there, so you can always reach out. And if you'd like to get involved,
we finally got a bid back on Memory Lawn for the concrete that we need.
Okay, for our
and
pad.
They want $30,000 just for the concrete. And
you tell them we're not hiding anybody in it.
We're not
regular concrete.
Yep.
So
because we're wanting to put that storage container out there so we can store that donated tractor that we're going to get. But
yeah, we got a donation
$30,000
from a
is a lot of money
to fix the tractor and put the trailer out there. But then we need $30,000 for the concrete. I was like,
that's probably worth more than the tractor.
Very much so, yes. But we're hoping to store all kinds of tools and stuff that we need out there.
Eventually, we'll put a columbarium out there. But for right now, it's a matter of now we got to find the money to do the concrete or find someone that can do the concrete for less.
Yeah.
We need the rebar. We need, the leveling, and we need.
Even if we have to pay for materials, which makes sense, if somebody could donate
their time,
that would be
equipment, I guess, or whatever is needed, the truck and
and if you need a crew and you're willing to be patient with us, we'd be happy to help.
That's true.
So.
And any vets listening that have construction companies or contractors
please.
that want to help,
we need
out
all the help we can get out there.
That would be we'd love to have that. It's part of the process of getting Memory Lawn back to the way it's supposed to be. And,
right.
And without the equipment and facilities to maintain it, we can't do that. And this starts with that. So
exactly, we're working in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. So please reach out. We'll get you numbers and contact here before we wrap up the interview here. But definitely.
Hopefully I get the website finished by this weekend, because then you can see the updated work parties and stuff that we have going on there. I've been trying to put on the website when we're going to, I know that on the RoswellLegion.org it shows it, but I'm trying to get it up on Memory Lawn Roswell right now.
Okay, very good.
And if you check Facebook, I update that pretty regularly.
Yeah, that's a pretty
activities.
And that's American Legion Post 61 on Facebook there.
Yeah, that one. And mostly because it's Memory Lawn related, I've been putting it on the Memory Lawn Memorial Cemetery.
Okay.
I know there's 2 accounts, but Memory Lawn Memorial Cemetery is the official one.
The other one was one from years ago that we don't have access to.
Many years ago.
And it's just not updated or anything.
I don't even know who's the administrator on that page.
I've actually talked with them. They're very nice people, and they try to get the word out to others that what is officially happening and everything. But it's kind of a memorial type page for a lot of people, so I have no issue with them keeping it, obviously.
Yeah, they're not doing nefarious things with it.
No, it's
but
fine.
If you're looking for up-to-date info on the cemetery, ours, the official one's going to get you that information.
Yeah, Memory Lawn Memorial Cemetery.
Yeah, well, good deal. But that's continuing on. Of course, don't forget, we are out at the farmers market every Saturday morning. You can always visit us there.
Jen and I personally will not be there. Saturday we have to be in Albuquerque, but Team B will be out there. Lizzie is heading that up.
Yeah,
I know
one of our new members.
The B team's just as good as the A team.
We're going to have Brian and Barry and.
This is why they're the B team. It's Brian and Barry.
Brian and Barry.
Yeah, exactly.
Lizzie needs to change her name. Belizzie she's Belizzie for the morning.
There you go. She's listening, so she heard that.
I did not come up with that, Lizzie. That is not my fault.
Well, she can choose a different name, but it's got to be B related. That's all.
Best dismiss Lizzie. There we go.
Yeah, you don't use the B word around.
But yeah, we're trying to get somebody to bake for the stuff because our
part of the bee connection. We need bakers.
Because our usual baker, she's out on vacation.
I
know. It's all right.
How dare they take vacation?
I know. We try not to hold it against her.
But you're right. We're out at Farmers Market every Saturday until Eastern New Mexico State Fair. Right now, we're trying to sell these coins. We have commemorative coins. There's only 500 of them.
They're pretty cool.
A lot of them have been sold already.
Yeah, they're for the Reno air races that are coming to town.
Races. $25 a piece and then we're selling them at Reno air races if we have any.
I'm about to say, I don't know if we're gonna make it to the races.
We may not.
$50 at Reno air races, but they're very nice coins.
Absolutely, they're
nice weight and they're really cool.
Yeah, they're good coins and they're military people and people that's ask about the coin world.
It's definitely a collector.
Yeah, it's a collector's thing. It's also a bit of an honor thing. It's a lot of things going on there. So we'd love to, if you're interested, we come see us on Saturdays.
Yes.
The sooner the better, because I don't know how many we'll have left later in the season.
I can't remember. Is Don going to be there? No,
he's going to be up in Albuquerque with us.
That's right. Don's going to be in Albuquerque with us.
Yeah. Everybody's in Albuquerque.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I have to do School of Instruction, which is basically kind of a educational weekend for all of
Is it like Legion College kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of like Legion College Light.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Basically, it
Legion Community College.
Yeah. Basically, it lets everybody know about the programs and
$15 you get to learn about what we do.
Cool. Yep. Very good. Excellent. So now, if you're interested in being a part of Legion, you don't have to start there.
No.
You start by just coming. Hey, come see them on Saturday. Ask. They'll have the applications there. You can fill one out.
We actually signed a couple people up.
I just took on a brand new member. He's actually an Aztec.
Yep.
But they have no Sons of the American Legion in the northwest corner of the state. So he contacted me and asked if he could join us. So I said yes.
Cool.
Why not?
But he only joined us really, I think, to be part of the Riders. But that's it.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah.
That's a long haul to the meetings. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah, he ain't going to come to the meeting.
Looks like an 8-hour trip.
I'll tell you that right
That's dedication for you. Yeah.
But tomorrow they should be meeting, doing craft projects.
Yeah, we're actually we're doing a fundraiser for the American Legion family. We're putting patriotic transfers onto handbags, like so little totes. We sell them at the farmers market, and it works out really well.
Nice.
You buy all this stuff, and you have nowhere to put it.
Yeah, we have cool trinkets usually at our
well,
booth
if nothing else, you get your veggies and things. You got to somewhere to put them. So we're doing that, and then we're hopefully going to sell them at the races as well, because they'll have all sorts of stuff for sale out there, and you need a bag to put it in.
And just so you know, every time you make purchases on these types of the coins, the bags, or anything that we sell like this, baked goods, it goes back to everything we do as a Legion. It goes back into, a lot of times if there's vets in need.
We're actually getting ready to buy school supplies.
Yeah.
And then later in the year, we'll be doing.
Speaking of a veteran in need, when we were in Albuquerque,
yes,
on our way back, we were taking Southeast Veterans Transport back. There was a woman being transported back to Roswell. Her husband was in the hospital at Presbyterian up there, and we were trying to get her home so she could feed her animals. But we got a call just before we hit Klein's Corners saying that they didn't think he was going to make it through the night. So we doubled back, dropped her off at the hospital. Of course, he was unconscious, and then we spent the night in Albuquerque and drove back the next day. Well, long story short, we heard from her, was it yesterday morning?
Yep.
She contacted us and let us know that her husband had finally passed, apparently down here.
Okay.
They got him down here, I guess, to hospice. I didn't know you could transport unconscious people into hospice, but I guess you can.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, so long as he was stable enough, they could.
Yeah.
So we steered her towards one of the funeral homes in town here to help her out, but still the cheapest we could get her is like $2,500
for the cremation. Yeah,
but she still needs some help there.
Yeah, she does
financially.
We're going to help her out by paying for the direct cremation part.
Okay,
which is like $400, but she obviously would need more help if the community is willing.
Well, we can be that.
We can be
conduit,
the funnel.
the conduit for that if you want to.
Yeah.
So if you
come Saturday and say, sorry about that poor lady, here's $100.
Yeah,
we'll make sure it goes right to her.
Yeah,
she had just moved here, I guess, from Texas with her husband. He was young too. He was only like 53
years old.
Died of cancer. So liver and kidney.
Yeah, they failed on him.
Man.
Yep. So, if you want to go to roswelllegion.org and make a donation to help out one of our community members
That would be
and
great.
a veteran, we will make sure she gets the money.
Absolutely too. And then likewise, of course, if you like for Memory Lawn, for instance, if you want to donate monies that goes directly to Memory Lawn, you can tell us that, and that's exactly, we won't use it for anything other than
anything you put in the memo line, we have to spend it on.
Yeah.
Now, MemoryLawnRoswell.org has its own donation page, but RoswellLegion.org, if you earmark it for Memory Lawn, it'll
go there too. So
yeah.
And likewise, if you earmark for anything else, if you're like, well, I know you guys do scouts, use this towards scout, fine. That's exactly what we'll do.
That's exactly what will happen.
But if you don't tell us, we will use it for general fund things, and a veteran's in need here, or this organization needs some turkey or
bringing
whatever.
up a moment ago, we're going to have to buy back to school supplies here really soon. So we got that going on, and we're going to probably do something to help out Food Not Bombs.
Yeah, you guys been hanging out and meeting some vets and meeting some people out there, and apparently from everything I'm told, Don is quite the eggplant parmesan chef.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to Jocelyn, and she said that they work out of an LLC, I guess, out of
the nonprofit.
Dexter Hagerman.
Okay,
Hagerman, yeah.
is under 100% Chevis County, maybe, or
No, it's
something forward.
Hagerman, I think.
Oh, okay, there's
Hagerman Forward.
There we go.
That is okay. Yeah.
So we checked her out, and she's under their 501c3. So
got it. Okay.
It's a fully qualified fund, so we'll go ahead and we'll kick in some money to that. It costs her, according to Jocelyn, about $60 a day to feed the homeless.
I brag on that organization all the time. They are it's literally just grassroots people collecting food from wherever extra food is, whether it's your Elks Lodge meeting or a restaurant or homemade stuff that people bring, and they just set up in the park and say, come eat. And they don't care who you are, what you are, where you come from,
the
whatever.
city's been rousting them, and this is really unfortunate. So.
Yeah, there's some permits they've gotten, and then there's other times they've been told, and then there's told that, that you don't need a permit out here. This is public property. You can do this. There's, and to be honest, I think the city doesn't know its own rules.
That could be part of the problem.
And some people enforce it.
They just want
don't
money.
Enforce it.
Is what it really comes down to.
And so there's a lot of confusion there. So hopefully, if we ever get our facility done, they can maybe set up shop there.
For
and
sure. And considering the homeless population and where they're at, it would be a good fit, I think.
Absolutely. It's right, it's about a block off from downtown here, so it's really not too bad.
And a quick update on Veterans Day Parade, which, of course, this year is going to be on November 8th.
We have an official poster.
Yes, we've got, I got the permit from NMDOT, and Don is working on Chavez County, and I've submitted a request to the city, but they have not acknowledged they've even got it yet.
Okay.
But hopefully that will get taken care of soon. We're going to have a meeting of the Veterans Day Parade planning committee. I think it's
the next Tuesday?
Second week of
I think so, yeah. Of August.
Yeah, I'd have to
August. Yeah, that'd be next. Well, no, because technically that'd be 2 weeks.
Right.
Because next Tuesday's the 1st.
We'll have to look that date up. But there's a planning committee. Of course, there's not much left to plan other than vendors. I'm not sure how we're going to do the vendor situation this year. We had vendors up at the Wool Bowl for the last few years with mixed results. I think we're going to try to do a coffee thing down at the Chavez County Courthouse lawn.
Okay.
Because it's invariably the date we choose in November is like the coldest one in November.
It's always always chilly that
Yeah,
morning.
it can always be, warm a couple days before, and then the morning of, it's freezing.
So we're going to try to have somebody down there vending coffee and hot chocolate.
Okay. Although this last one was pretty mild, if I remember right.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that's true. It was actually nice and sunny.
It was still colder than the other 3 weekends.
Yeah, but a lighter jacket got you through as opposed to parka.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
So,
I don't remember completely shaking, standing up there behind the microphone.
Yeah. And of course, then, now, with it being close to 100 degrees this next weekend, we're looking forward to the cold.
Right now, I'd
we'll be out at the air races, of course.
Oh, yeah, we will make
September.
our presence known there as well.
So we'll be out there and Eastern New Mexico State Fair. So.
Yes, we will have a booth at the fair as always, and we'll usually have some items for people to purchase there. And
yeah, we may still have coins then, maybe.
Maybe, I
doubt it.
But either way, we'll have something because, like you said, the craft side, they're always cranking out projects and things. Yep. And always have a bunch.
Yeah, I think it's interesting is Eastern New Mexico State Fair, they sent a new contract, and there's a few changes this year, especially when it comes to do with firearms and stuff for sale. So apparently they're claiming family-friendly status. So I don't know what people like. There's various groups.
I was about to say half the raffles in the thing are guns.
I know, but I don't know how.
You just can't have pictures of them
out
posted,
and you can't have the weapons out, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, typically they stay at the vendor who was selling them to you anyway. But
can you show them under the table? Like someone says, "Hey, what's that gun look like?"
I don't know. I really don't understand some of the changes. I mean, I'd have to talk to that lady down at the Eastern New Mexico State Fair to get some clarification. But we are not doing a firearm this year. We're doing the coins. So
I'm not trying to judge, but if I remember correctly, you walk in that building and I don't think the guns are. I mean, like you walk in there and there's like a big pot leaf and big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're starting to get family friendly, we better pick and choose a little better. Just saying. I mean, I'm not judging anybody or doing it, but if you're going to go after one thing, you better go after all the things.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Equal opportunity.
I guess I'm not trying to be down on people, but I mean, even from years ago, I remember this couple I knew that, if you saw a naked woman, that was bad. But exposing your children to pot and drugs was not. And I don't understand this shift in our culture. But
it's about dollars, but that's a whole nother
I'm
story.
sure it
probably,
is,
yeah.
I mean, I have no problem with people doing drugs or whatever they want to do.
Exactly.
At home.
But
I
if
don't
you're
have
gonna,
any problem with that.
But all I'm saying is, if I walk in there and you can't see a picture of a gun, but I can walk in there and there's all kinds of weed products and
yes.
Other things like that, I'm like, all right, this family friendly thing is a bit hypocritical to me.
Well, I
That's
would
all
think
I'm saying.
so too. I mean, it's not like you see quality liquor out there selling booze.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean,
well, and I would even argue like. You buy those mugs and cups and everything. You ever seen this on some of those mugs and cups and things?
Yeah, there's some real interesting stuff
I'm just saying that that's a weird place to start is with the fair and a bunch of farmers talking about guns. But anyway, another, okay.
I know. Well,
all right,
I mean,
step down from the soapbox.
I know.
We're not
too political, and I don't want to.
We're not trying to debate the
boy, this is stupid. It's just me.
This.
It's me. It's not them. It's me saying this is stupid.
It's just all I'm making note of, and that's not for better or for worse, but is that our culture is changing. And I'm not certain it's a good thing, but then again,
some
I'm
good,
old.
some bad always usually is what the truth is.
Yeah, the pendulum swings, and then it swings back the other way.
Sometimes we go to the extremes, but that's life. And the older you get, the more you see it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. The older we get, I don't think anything changes. I think it's always changing. You know what I mean? It's like it's just our perspective of it as we go through it is changing.
I think there's some interesting changes, but
I
know what you mean about the counterculture.
Yeah, I mean, just even like when think about what we were trying to get away with when we were young versus, you know what I mean? And it's
even
way
you
different.
find it even
it's
in the American Legion back, in the 70s. It was all about the lodge, the bar, and all of that, and now. There are posts all over the country that are actually taking the bars out of their chapters.
Yeah,
so.
An interesting statistic, I think, was over 60% of the American Legions nationwide now have ditched the bar.
Well, from the mental health side of it, it makes a whole lot of sense.
It plays a part.
It's like maybe not drowning your problems at the bar is the way to go.
Well, not only that, but it's a it's a large commitment, not only in manpower but also financially. I mean,
that being said, I'm not opposed to a bar. You know, I don't. You know,
yes, but with all the liability and the fact that you're a 501,
sure,
you know, it makes
it's
it
risky,
very
It is
problematic because with
it's like
the
guns,
litigation that
not
happens,
done responsibly. It's a problem
with the litigation anymore. One person leaving your bar, it could bankrupt your whole American.
Oh yeah,
legal.
it's a lawsuit. Yeah,
So,
but and that's where I think there's going to be a happy medium. It'll evolve, like you said. I think you're going to see the game lounges.
Oh yeah,
but I think you're going to still see the bars. I think you're going to see both. I think it's going to be a weird.
I think
amalgamation of arcade bars.
Well, and it could be that the membership is going to decide what's important to them. So in this particular area of this town, this is important. So that's what they'll have.
Like I think these gaming things are going to turn to like the Las Vegas Knights of old. You know, like the Legion will have Vegas Night, and it'll be game tournament thing.
Oh yeah,
it'll be the same kind of money making.
They do that for sure.
Deal kind of thing. I think.
And what's nice is it reaches the younger crowd.
And we are planning to maybe have a game room at some point. We probably will do pickles, that sort of thing. And if we can get enough manpower, we might do bingo.
Yeah.
But
I was talking like gaming consoles.
People ask us all the time, are we teetotalers? And the answer is no. We just don't want the liability of a bar. Will we ever have an alcohol event at our American Legion post? It's a possibility.
Well, we
might do a beer garden or something like that.
Have a liquor license.
We just don't want the liquor license, and we don't want the headache.
It would be on the person, whoever's renting the place, if they have a picnic license or whatever they call that.
Whatever they call that thing, yeah. But
that's down the road a bit.
once we get it up and running, it'll be available for rental.
Beautiful problems to have down
every
the road.
weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that will be the idea. We're looking at marketing it as often as possible.
Sure. Well, and like we've said, you know, when this thing's done, we ideally want it to be a community space for that part of town.
Correct.
Where it is kind of lacking some of those facilities in that area. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of, you know, and what that entails. I mean, we have an idea, but I'm think it's gonna evolve as we find the needs and the niches and everything else.
Yeah,
that get
and we're
involved
hoping by bringing in the American Legion post in the Second and Garden area that it will help push back some of the problematic elements in the area, so that it'll be safer for families.
Absolutely, nicer neighborhoods make it's same adage with the dilapidated houses on your street. You clean that up and the crime goes away. It's just
that being said, also we're also going to be supportive of the homeless community as well.
Right.
I don't know to what extent, but we're not going to be just a fester.
Sure.
You know, we'll actually contribute. So.
Be a
resource,
a good citizen to our community.
Yes, that's the whole point of the American Legion: support veterans, kids in our community.
We just keep doing what we're doing, but in the meantime, support us by at the farmers markets, Memory Lawn. If you'd like to get involved there, please. The more the merrier on that.
For sure.
If you want to make donations because you're hearing about some of the stories of some of the people we're helping, that would be great. And by all means, we're looking for more veterans and veteran families to be a part of our American Legion family.
We can only do what we have the manpower to do.
I have been reminded that Lizzie does have a B name.
Okay.
Her maiden name.
Her maiden name is Buchholz.
Well, we'll go with that.
If you don't say it properly, you're not spitting.
We'll go with she's Buchholz on from 7 to about noon.
7 Saturday.
Yeah.
And they will have
brownies.
Hopefully brownies.
Ooh, a B word. More B words. Brownies, baked goods.
Yep. So this Saturday, come join us.
It's the official B-Day.
We did get all of the sections mowed out at Memory Lawn, but as you all know, green things keep growing.
Oh,
so if you could come out with your weed whackers and your mowers and your brooms and whatnot.
Yeah, we're growing weed out there.
Yeah, lots of them.
Not the profitable kind, unfortunately.
I guess it depends on how desperate you are.
I guess there's a sucker born every minute. Didn't somebody say P.T. Barnum?
You know what's funny is he never actually said that, but he sure got credited
he
for
did.
it.
Yeah. But until we get our tractor, we're working with push mowers.
Yes.
So please bring yours because that is a lot of surface area to walk back and forth, back and forth.
And if anybody's got an extra 30 grand lying around or is being
although I did
contractor, that'd be
purchase
helpful.
a brand new gas-powered weed eater.
Yep.
So usually Barry's out there manning that one these days, but
He's on the heavy equipment.
it's been out there working. And now we don't have a call for brush hogs right now because we got everything low enough. But
for the most part, yeah.
it depends on if we get another deluge.
I was about to say, never say never.
Yeah, we're probably going to get a little more rain, so that means more growth.
And if anybody needs to add to their goat head collection, I'm sure we can help you out.
Oh, yeah, we got lots. Yep.
We can fill you up.
Yeah, if you go out there, I recommend sturdy shoes because between the goat heads and that nasty 2-inch long thorns.
If you go out there and don't see, you've never lived in New Mexico. I mean, that's just, if you've been out in New Mexico, the goat head, and that's prime goat head territory.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and one of our members who currently lives in Colorado, she came back to tend her rental property, and I guess the people that were renting it were not
didn't take care of it.
tending her yard, so she's got a broken septic system and goat heads galore.
Yeah, and
so basically weeds.
Oh yeah,
and a septic system that's
weeds.
probably feeding the weeds all kinds of nourishment.
Yes. So if you wouldn't mind helping out a widow of a veteran, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, that would be very helpful. Her neighbors probably appreciate it too.
Yeah, probably.
Bottom line is, any help you can give us, we will take.
And then our next meeting, if you'd like to join us or visit us at our next meeting, will be next Thursday.
Yeah, a week from tomorrow.
A week
August
from tomorrow, August 7th, at the Roswell Chamber of Commerce at 6 p.m. The public is more than welcome to come join us.
Yep, please join us. Our meetings can get a little boring, so new faces are nice.
That's right. New faces and come in and join us. We'd love to have. And we meet as a family right now, so Legionnaires, Auxiliary as sons, we meet one joint meeting at the moment.
Yep.
One day when we get our new digs, we'll have.
Well, and once we get enough members and we need the space.
That's the other part.
Another nice problem to have.
A more gaggle of faces would require us to have separate meetings.
Yes. But we do most things as a family anyway, so it just makes sense.
We're very family oriented on that.
Yeah, pretty much we're going to need about probably another 60 members. I'm talking across the board, all three legs, before it's really feasible to have separate meetings.
Yep.
Yep. But it'll come.
Yeah, I hope so.
And we'd love to have you a part of it. And if you have any questions about what we do, RoswellLegion.org will get you there. You can see everything you need to know about it.
Good news is we got family brochures now. So.
And don't forget your scholarships, because I know schools are starting up. So if you are in the STEM or first responder communities,
got a veteran connection there.
And you have some sort of veteran connection, go online, find the scholarships, and apply.
Yeah.
Because we don't have very many applicants, so odds are you'll probably get it.
And there's some money there.
Yeah,
well,
$2,500.
We've distributed one. We've got 3 remaining this year.
Right.
But this way we're
so
itching to give money away. So, so help us out.
I got to call the university for that lady here really soon. And,
and by the way, that money's earmarked for something, so we can't just use that money for, say, memory loan or nothing.
Nope,
it's designated. This is scholarship stuff.
It's $10,000 a year,
and
it's only to be used for scholarships.
So people asking, why didn't you just? That's why.
No,
it's earmarked specifically for that.
You can't cross-pollinate the bid buckets.
Yep. Nope. That would be
a violation of my 501.
Yep. And it's just not fair to the people that donated it. You're marking it specifically for that.
Right.
RoswellLegion.org, and then come see us next Thursday, 6 p.m. at the Chamber, or find us out on the courthouse lawn Saturday at the Farmers Market here. And if you want to catch us right now, we're over on East 2nd, right across from Farmers, working on the soon-to-be new Legion Hall.
I think it's the 603 property that they're working on today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Whacking
good.
weeds.
Yeah. Good deal. We get it all?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
And then some, right? So,
yep.
Thank you, guys. And,
thank you.
Safe travels to ABQ.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Do you have a food, go-to whenever you go to
Hooters.
Albuquerque? What's that?
Hooters.
Ah.
They have a great sandwich. I love their chicken sandwich.
I love Wex.
Yeah.
For breakfast or lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you like a breakfast, Wex is... And they're chained. There's like 6 or so in town.
Okay.
WECKS. They're usually pretty popular. But if you leave there hungry, that's your own dang fault because they give you
you did it wrong.
Huge burritos, huge breakfasts. To be honest, I hear their lunch is good. Never eaten the lunch. I've always eaten the breakfast.
Okay.
Eggs Benedict or one of their breakfast burritos. Or
yeah. Well,
they do this Papa Frita thing. It's pretty good too.
Yeah. Well, if I get a chance, I'll
French
be
fries?
teaching classes that weekend.
Papa's
so.
Fritas?
Yeah, it's like a Papa. They call it Papas, and it's like the hash brown thing with the eggs and the meat and the green chili.
Because Papa's Fritas
See, you're making me hungry. Look at what you did
it's
there.
French fries.
Yeah, well, it's freshly delicious. I'm just saying. Now I'm hungry too. I have to go to Wex. I'm jelly. I want to go.
You're jelly?
Jelly. I want to go to Wex.
You know, we haven't used those terms in 30 years.
I'm trying to, one for the kids.
You're trying to bring one back.
Bring it back. Use words for the young folk. Jelly.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
so
Mike.
rad. That's so rad, man.
Yeah, tubular. All right.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Sorello. The Eddy County Sheriff's Office reporting 2 people were found dead in the 100 block of South Donaldson Farms Road on Wednesday. Sheriff Matt Hutchinson says deputies had responded to reports of 2 unconscious adults. When they arrived, they found both victims were deceased. This is an active investigation. Sheriff Hutchinson says he has no reason to believe there are any outstanding suspects, but he provided no further information. Anyone with information is urged to call 575-887-7551. Artesia Mayor John Henry is moving forward with a potential hiring of a city administrator. On Tuesday, the City Council voted to approve the job description for the position. The vote was unanimous. The new position will focus on improving interdepartmental coordination, tracking ongoing projects, and supporting the mayor in administrative duties. The mayor also serves as District 54 State House Representative, which covers portions of Eddy, Chavez, and Otero counties. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Sunshine today will stay between 90 and 95. We do have a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Could get a shower this evening, partly cloudy overnight, and we're in the upper 60s. And then on Friday, mostly sunny, we'll be in the low 90s. Still that slim chance of an afternoon shower, sunny and pretty hot for the weekend, upper 90s and low 100s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. U.S. stocks slipped on Wednesday after doubts rose on Wall Street about whether the Federal Reserve will deliver cuts to interest rates by September. As expected, the Fed left its key short-term interest rate unchanged for the 5th time this year at about 4.3%. Fed Chair Jerome Powell also signaled that it could take months for the Fed to determine whether President Trump's sweeping tariffs will push up inflation temporarily or lead to a more persistent bout of higher prices. The United States will impose a 25% tariff on goods from India, plus an additional import tax because of India's purchasing of Russian oil. That's according to President Donald Trump. The legend of Detroit union leader Jimmy Hoffa will never die. It has now been 50 years since the mysterious mob-connected disappearance on July 30th, 1975. Jimmy Hoffa organized and took to the picket lines, serving as president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters from 1959 to 1971. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
It's back to school time again. The one thing that never changes at this time of year is how much we need to pray over our schools. There are also words from the Bible that offer encouragement to both our students and educators during this time. Joshua writes this, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Solomon writes this in Proverbs chapter 3, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." So our church would like to pray this prayer over you. Heavenly Father, as our children and educators step into a new school year, we ask you for protection, wisdom, and peace to surround them. Guard their hearts and minds. Fill them with confidence and perseverance, and help them to be lights of kindness and faith in their schools. Bless our students, our teachers, our friends, and families, and guide them all in your truth and love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Talk radio has landed on the all-new 106.5 FM KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomas. Canada joins a handful of Western countries announcing conditional plans to recognize a Palestinian state. The Canadian Prime Minister making the announcement.
Citing the expansion of settlements in the West Bank and what he called Israel's ongoing failure to prevent a humanitarian crisis in Gaza, Mark Carney said the possibility of a two-state solution was being eroded before our eyes. Canada's announcement follows similar declarations by France and the UK, although Mr. Carney said it was predicated on the Palestinian Authority holding elections in which Hamas was not a part.
The BBC's David Willis, Israel's prime minister, criticizes a two-state solution, saying it would reward Hamas for monstrous terrorism. A 6-year-old boy is said to be among those killed by the Russians in their latest drone and missile attack on Ukraine. An inflation gauge closely watched by the Fed rose 2.6% year over year last month. That's up from a 2.3% increase in the PCE index in May. In Arkansas, police think they have their man.
Arkansas State Police arrested a 28-year-old man Wednesday and charged him with 2 counts of capital murder in the deaths of a husband and wife at Devil's Den State Park over the weekend. The bodies of Clinton David Brink and Kristen Amanda Brink were found Saturday on a walking trail. Their daughters, ages 7 and 9, were not hurt and are being cared for by family members. The Brink family says the couple died heroes protecting their little girls. The suspects identified as James Andrew McCann of Springdale. Police did not mention a possible motive. I'm Ben Thomas.
Wall Street stocks higher so far this morning. The Dow is up about 133 points. The Nasdaq better by 264 points, and the S&P is up 51. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
NASA has joined forces with India's space agency.
They've launched an Earth mapping satellite capable of tracking the slightest changes in land and ice. The $1.3 billion mission will help forecasters and first responders stay one step ahead of floods, landslides, and other disasters. The satellite will survey virtually all of Earth's terrain multiple times with its 2 radars and will join dozens of Earth observation missions already in operation by the U.S. and India. John Scott reporting.
Chinese scientists have been developing strategies to counter Elon Musk's Starlink satellites, which they view as a threat. Starlink's potential use in time of war and for spying has led government-linked researchers to publish dozens of papers in public journals exploring ways to neutralize those Starlink satellites. News and analysis at townhall.com. A packaging mix-up leads to a recall of some canned energy drinks. You get details from correspondent Lisa Dwyer.
Energy drinks that mistakenly contain vodka are being recalled in more than half a dozen states. High Noon is recalling 2 production lots of High Noon Beach variety packs because some contain energy drink cans with vodka inside. The company says the cans contain vodka seltzer and were mislabeled as sparkling blue raz flavored Celsius Astro Vibe energy drinks. The packs were distributed to retailers in Florida, New York, Ohio, South Carolina, Virginia, and Wisconsin. The company says a shared packaging supplier mistakenly shipped empty Celsius energy drink cans to High Noon. People who purchased the drinks with the impacted lot codes are encouraged to dispose of them. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Find more on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Deuce.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. I saw a thing of me, but I didn't see
just noticing the feed's a little behind and the splash wasn't up.
Yeah.
So there was just a video of just Mike just kicking it, scrolling. This morning show really phoned it in as of late. I don't know, man.
I was researching.
Yeah, there you go. It's kind of funny, though, to watch you go through the process of like, all right, time to make the radio donuts.
Well, there's hundreds of hours of that stuff on there.
Right now, it's up on the dark web.
Dark web. Yep. I'm a little stupid when it comes to that.
Oh, I'm.
Do you need like special equipment to get on the dark web?
So the way to access it's really it's.
Wait,
not,
but should we talk about this on the radio?
It's fine. It's largely known.
I have no idea.
It's not really like a special place on the internet. The internet exists as a whole,
right?
But there are certain pages that are encrypted that you have to have a specific router browser to get to.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the router browser that you use is called Tor. T-O-R.
Okay.
It's the onion router because, like an onion, the internet has layers.
So basically, if someone has one of these, they're up to no good.
I mean, or monitoring to see what else is out there. Because there's a lot of people who are, who do good, who monitor dark web sources and resources to see what's going on out there.
Oh, okay. So are these like the ones that do those TikToks where they go after pedophiles at grocery stores and whatnot?
Among them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering how they did all that.
I've never done it. I've thought about maybe I'll download the Tor or whatever, but it's just once I start, I'd be like, I'm afraid to move because if I move, I'm going to get caught up in some web of lies and deceit. Well, get me back to my safe space.
All I'm saying is, if you're watching them, they're watching you.
Yeah, it's true.
So good. I was just
watch away. Honestly, if I've got, and I was thinking about, I don't have any cameras or camera devices in my house outside of my phone.
Yeah.
My kids' tablets, I guess, has access to a camera and the internet, and that's pretty much it. My daughter has a Chromebook now, so there's that.
Yeah.
But if you have a camera that monitors your house or something like that,
a
Simply Safer.
Ring cam or whatever.
Yeah. That's all stored in a database somewhere.
Yeah.
And I guess if you have enough dark web experience, you can get to it.
Okay. I don't have a.
I don't have that. No,
I do. We do have that, and I'm not a fan, but my wife insists. When we go on trips, she bought one of those $30, $40 webcam jobbers, and those little webcam like $40 jobbers. Not a high end one.
Right. Like a dash cam or like a.
Oh, it's a webcam, like a ball. It sits on a little stand, and then you put it on a shelf or something.
How long ago did your wife make this purchase?
Several years ago.
It's time for a new one.
No, it
You're
works.
like, no, this thing totally gets you 4 frames per second. It's great.
Well, she uses it when we go on vacation to monitor the cats. Quite
or
frankly,
the Sean who's checking the water.
To be honest, I think it's to harass the cats. Because what she does is she'll sit there, and if one of them's chilling in the chair, Bella, hello, and the cat's
gone.
Yeah. I was like, Kim, stop it! They're just torturing the cat.
Because now they need to know.
She can't help it.
Yeah,
can't help it. With that thing, but I'm very insistent. I'm like, look, the moment we're home, I want that thing down and disconnected because I don't want it. I relented to while we're gone, but no, because just for that weird. Not that anybody's got a reason to or whatever. I don't want to give access to someone watching me in my underwear watch TV for
and I get that
hours
but
on end or whatever.
If they can figure out a way to hack in and watch me watch TV or whatever, go nuts. Have fun with it, man. I don't care. I got nothing to hide.
Just a bevy of memes.
Right. I'm like the last Rapid 8 Mile. I put my nonsense out there for everyone to see.
Yeah.
So, bring it on. Who knows? It might turn into a fun web series.
There you go. Could be kind of like how it all started with what's his name?
Truman Show?
No.
Head TV?
Oh shoot. His name went right out of my head.
PewDiePie? Logan Paul?
No. The Canadian, married to Drew Barrymore.
Oh, Tom Green.
Tom Green. Thank you.
Yeah, that was sort of how he got his.
He started like he had that basically just put cams in his house and lived. That was one of his what kind of got him visible. I think he was doing skate videos or something.
He was doing he was
Canadian skate videos.
It was Canadian public access TV, and he had a show where he would do interviews and lifestyle pieces. But yeah, every now and again he'd cut to a clip of like him like eating it on a skateboard trick or something, and that sort of begat the Big Brother skateboard magazine, which was Jeff Tremaine, and Jeff Tremaine got connected with Johnny Knoxville, who got connected with the CKY guys, and that sort of birthed the Jackass that we know today.
All of Tom Green.
It was sort of all a offshoot of that, so to speak. Yeah. So
to this day, every once in a while, I get his stupid song stuck in my head.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
No.
Oh, okay.
My bum is on the Swedish.
Oh, okay.
Swedish. My bum is on the.
There's a song that he does, and he does it for a great cause, and I can't really sing most of it on the air.
Probably. Okay.
He had testicular cancer.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I believe he had to have one of his boys removed.
I believe you're right.
So he wrote a song. Basically, the lyrics are, hey, kids, feel your boys so you don't get cancer.
Yeah, I remember that. But no, the bum, my bum.
That was a hit. That song was a hit.
Every once in a while.
People forget that was like the last lingering days of MTV showing music videos, and that video was played like every hour.
Like every once in a while, I just get that my bum is on the Swedish.
And what was it? My bum is on the dog. My bum is on the cat. My bum is on the phone. My bum is all alone.
Yep,
the man is all alone.
Yep. No, the daddy, would you like some sausages also lingers around every once in a while too.
Dude, that song is well known, but that movie is very much not. Have you ever seen?
Oh yeah,
Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh yeah,
it
stars Rip Torn.
It stars a very very saddened by the end of that movie, Rip Torn.
Yeah.
It also stars, and I can't think of her name, but she's the female cop in Super Troopers. she plays the woman who has no feeling in her legs.
Yeah. Yes.
And the whole thing is Tom Green's character just canes her in the legs repeatedly.
Yeah, people were like, I remember when that movie came out, people were like, what is this?
Well, and the name was like bad, but then you like start watching, you're like, oh, the plot is worse.
Yeah.
And you realize why it was called that. Shiminy Christmas.
People did not know how to react to that one, but I remember it.
There are a few.
I believe I saw it in the theater, if I remember right.
Nice. There are a few instances of that being the case. The other one that sticks out in my head is the movie Bruno.
Yes.
Because I saw that movie in a theater. Thank God, not in 3D.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You know what?
There's a staring contest that I never wanted to have in that movie.
Kim and I saw that in the theater too.
Yeah?
Because I remember.
It wasn't a radio station thing, was it? No, because that movie, I don't think the timelines line up on that.
I don't think so. But I do remember seeing that in the theater and going, that was something I did not need to ever see again.
I remember, thanks to the radio station, because we were there for the openings, I saw Coraline, and the other one was Failure to Launch.
Oh,
that's
I remember that. We're going to see that was like the opening of Galaxy 8 or something.
The Galaxy 8. Yeah. The fun story from the Coraline premiere was at the Del Norte Theater, which, fun fact, kids, is now the China King Buffet. We've reached the portion of the program where we talk about what things used to be.
Right.
But I remember that because specifically we had to walk home from that. Myself and my girlfriend at the time, who became my kid's mom, Carletta, we had to walk home because my ride fell through.
You know, I'm just now seeing the irony. Or whatever. I mean, the business is fine, so it's no big deal. But it's kind of ironic. A movie theater called Galaxy 8, one of the opening theaters, is failure to launch during the grand opening. That movie just happens to be out at that time.
That probably wasn't a good omen. But you know what? They came through.
They did fine.
That's right.
I never made that connection back in whenever that was, OT4 or OT6 or whatever it was. But all right, I guess we ought to get the hour going.
Sure. On that note.
It's twice we got moved. We were talking about the popcorn last hour. Now we got rolled into Galaxy 8.
Yeah.
Old school. Back then it didn't have the theater, the seats and all that. It was
you got a chair. A chair and some AC, and you were happy for it.
I feel like one of the theaters had the Atmos or something, and I think they had
I don't even think we had Atmos at that point.
Or they had some fancy
They
sound
eventually, I think it was when the other theater in town opened, they eventually adopted those recliner seats.
Yeah, but I thought one of the theaters had maybe not Atmos, but some kind of special sound.
They've made it far too easy to nap in a movie theater.
No, I know. Those chairs are too comfortable.
Way too comfortable.
Your movie better be good or I'm sleeping.
At least back in the day, it felt like Kubrick. Like they had the things on our eyes.
Yeah.
We were paying attention.
Yeah.
We were sitting up in our upright positions.
Yeah.
Tray tables were folded.
Here, let's eat copious amounts of sugar and sit in a recliner.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling low-key.
Oh, let's enjoy this Dances with Wolves, 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Sitting there with a 1 pound bag of popcorn waiting for the scene where he says chicken jockey.
No wonder the average movie's like 90 minutes now. It has to be short.
I guarantee I fell asleep 3 times during The Return of the King. Because I saw that in theaters. That is a movie that has far too many endings. The last Lord of the Rings, it ends like 6 times.
I've said, and I'll stand by it, the Lord of the Rings series is like 12 hours of my life I can never get back.
I enjoy the series.
I hate it.
I enjoy, especially Return of the King. That fight scene at the end was the battle scene was great.
I watched movies, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I hate these things.
And I know that they had a lot of quests and side stories they had to wrap up, but I feel like they could have done it all in 1 or 2. What they did was they went to each individual story arc and ended that. It was just like, okay, now now we're just cruising up a river.
I feel like they got paid by the length.
By the word?
Yeah, it's just because they milked it, man. But yeah.
If I take one more step, I'll be further than I've ever been in my whole life. So wait, you've come here before and just stopped?
Yeah, that's just it. That's the whole thing. It's like the whole 12, 15 hours of this movie is throwing a ring in a hole and then, defending a castle. I mean, it's like, who cares?
It is. It has been pointed out, the irony that they could have just jumped on one of those flying dragon things and just flown to Mordor and dropped it in.
Right?
The movie could have wrapped up in 35 minutes.
Been done in an hour. Could have gone back and watched the footy ball or something. All right, we're going to get you up to date with this hour here. We're going to do the weather and all that in just a minute. And we're going to play our interview we had earlier this week with Jet Tucker, talking old Lincoln days, which is this weekend, Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday in beautiful Lincoln, New Mexico. Matter of fact, stay tuned afterwards. We're going to give a pair of tickets away to see the last escapability of the Kid pageant, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So be listening for your chance to win after the interview. We'll do that this hour as well. And whatever else we can come up with for us to speak about. Before we do any of that, though, let's get you up to date on the weather.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Sunshine today will stay between 90 and 95. We do have a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Could get a shower this evening, partly cloudy overnight, and we're in the upper 60s. And then on Friday, mostly sunny, we'll be in the low 90s. Still that slim chance of an afternoon shower, sunny and pretty hot for the weekend, upper 90s and low 100s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 70 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity's at 82% with winds out of the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Yeah, we got that little bit of rain. I thought I heard around 5 this morning the pitty-patter of the rain, and then when I left for work, I saw wet streets. So I was like, oh, we did get some rain indeed. So that's probably the reason why the humidity is high. Winds out of the northwest at 7 miles per hour. We do have a 20% chance at some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, otherwise mostly sunny. 91 are expected high. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, that 20% chance of rain continues into the evening hours, partly cloudy, and an overnight low of 69 degrees. Winds will be out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, 93, mostly sunny. That's your last day of moderate summer temperatures for the foreseeable future. Winds will be out of the north at around 5 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly clear, overnight low of 68. Winds out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. And then beginning Saturday, the thermostat gets turned up. Sunny and hot, 98 for a high. South winds 5 to 10. Sunday, sunny and hot, 105 are high there. And that 105 continues into Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, 104. So, yeah, it's going to be hot next week. All right, it is 22 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're going to take a 4-minute break, and then we're going to play our interview with Jet Tucker talking old Lincoln days this weekend in beautiful Lincoln, New Mexico. That's up next. Don't go away.
Saddle up for a celebration of the bounty of Lee County during the 89th Annual Lee County Fair and PRCA Rodeo, August 1st through the 9th at the Lee County Fairgrounds in Lovington. With nonstop fun for the whole family, including an arts and crafts showcase, the carnival, concerts, Extreme Bulls event, and PRCA rodeos, the Pioneer Iron Chef contest, as well as the livestock shows, mutton bustin', fiddlers contest, and junior livestock sale, the Yucca building exhibits, plus 4-H and open youth, the flower show, farm and garden, creative arts, the special rodeo, commercial vendors, and of course the best fair food around. The concert series begins Friday, August 1st with the Hispanic Heritage Celebration and continues nightly Tuesday, August 5th through Saturday, August 9th. Visit LeeCountyFair.net for more exciting news and updates. The 89th Annual Lee County Fair and PRCA Rodeo, August 1st through the 9th at the Lee County Fairgrounds in Lovington. Come celebrate the bounty of Lee County. We'll see you at the fair.
Hey Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with 0 down payment, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale, subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
This is a nasty little termite. It loves nothing better than to eat your house, your subfloors, your walls, around your windows. And then they swarm around, taunting you.
We're eating your house. We're eating your house.
You'd like to kill them, wouldn't you? But you don't want trenches dug around your home, and you don't want holes in your foundation. That's where Dow AgroSciences and the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System come to the rescue. The same system that protects the White House can help protect your house. An authorized operator strategically places Centricon stations around your house and then carefully monitors them for termites. If they're found, a professional inserts bait tube devices. The termites take the bait and they die.
I feel like I'm dying.
Kind of like that, only a lot more effective. In fact, Centricon is proven to eliminate the termite colony. Termites are gone with Centricon. No more colony, no more problem. Visit Centricon.com.
Call Bob Reed Pest Control today for all of Southeast New Mexico. 575-623-5344.
It's back to school time again. The one thing that never changes at this time of year is how much we need to pray over our schools. There are also words from the Bible that offer encouragement to both our students and educators during this time. Joshua writes this: "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Solomon writes this in Proverbs chapter 3, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." So our church would like to pray this prayer over you. Heavenly Father, as our children and educators step into a new school year, we ask you for protection, wisdom, and peace to surround them. Guard their hearts and minds. Fill them with confidence and perseverance, and help them to be lights of kindness and faith in their schools. Bless our students, our teachers, our friends, and families, and guide them all in your truth and love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Due to extreme pressure and weather conditions, it literally rains diamonds on Neptune and Uranus. Stop snickering because I said Uranus. Here's Mike Winters.
Joining us on the phone this morning, talking old Lincoln days, which is this weekend in beautiful Lincoln, New Mexico. We have Jet Tucker joining us on the phone this morning. Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm wonderful. How are you this morning?
Doing great, doing great. And Jet, from my understanding, you're the president of the Billy the Kid pageant, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Which is one part, but the big highlight of the Old Lincoln Days weekend for folks who've never been a part of it before. It'll be happening this weekend in Lincoln, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with nightly performances of the actual Billy the Kid pageant Friday night and Saturday night, and then a Sunday matinee for the afternoon. I always tell people, though, for your first experience of seeing the pageant, you got to go to one of the night ones because it's just a little bit more special.
I totally agree. But the one thing that you do need to remember on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, we do have a parade through town, so that makes Sunday a little bit different. But,
yeah.
But I agree, yeah, your first experience should be a night experience.
Just adds a little bit to the mystique of the performance there.
Yeah, it does. It does. You can see the flames come out the guns, and you see the actual lights go out instead of the narrator saying blackout, and it's just a whole bunch better that way.
Yeah, just a little bit more, a little less theater of the mind, more visual.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But of course, the whole weekend is really filled with just a ton of things and stuff for families to experience. I know throughout each day there's going to be everything from live music to various demonstrations and lectures. Of course, a lot of shopping and just a lot of opportunity to get out and enjoy some great food and great fun too. So really, it's really a weekend of a lot of stuff. And of course,
it is.
Each night is the big, the performance each night's kind of the big highlight for each day. But yeah, it's please plan to spend the whole day there and enjoy stuff because there's so much stuff to see.
We have a petting zoo for the kiddos, and there's a kiddo corner, and they're having a deal this year. Find Billy. It's like a scavenger hunt, and they get a prize at the end if they can find all of the Billies and all that stuff, and just trying to keep the kiddos more involved too. So.
Yeah, and that's that's kind of what I like about it is, yes, there's stuff for the kids, and they get to run around and play cowboys and doing all that good stuff, and the adults. For me, I love if you want to learn what happened during the actual week of the big action of the Lincoln County War, almost like a day-to-day chronologue of what was going on. There's going to be demonstrations and lectures talking about that very kind of stuff. Everything from kind of that pioneer life a little bit, explaining, what life was like during the late 1800s and what they, how they lived, how they, did their daily activities and things. You get to learn a lot of that cool stuff too.
Oh yeah, it's there's something for everybody out there. If the history and stuff don't intrigue you, then there's shopping, there's food. And I guarantee you there's all kinds of food. There's burgers, barbecue, corn dogs. The donut lady's going to be there, and I guarantee you I could found her myself on her donuts.
Just follow your nose. You'll find her.
That's exactly right.
But, if you leave hungry, that's kind of on you.
That's your own fault. Yep, I agree. I want to let you know that we've got 3 sets of tickets. And I don't know how you want to do it, but we'll give them away.
Oh.
And if you can just get me the names and numbers and stuff, and we'll do a will call at the gate. And,
okay.
I mean, if you want to give them away now or give them away throughout the day, whatever, we'll donate 3 sets of tickets.
Well, thank you very much. I will. You know what? We will do that, and if you don't mind, I'll give them out over the next day or so here, and maybe I'll shoot you a text with those names.
Perfect.
Oh,
perfect. Yep.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Try to let some people come in.
And that'll be. Will those be good for, I guess, any of the pageant productions or any of the weekend there kind of thing?
Any of the 3 performances, they'll be good for this.
Excellent. And folks, and here's something too. I know I talk about this a lot every time we talk, but the actual pageant itself is almost as historical as the events you're depicting in said pageant. I mean, the script itself was written many years ago and there's actually people that walked and lived and breathed during the Lincoln County Wars that had their hand in the making of the original script for this pageant. And
can I tell you a little story about that?
Yes, sir.
The Taylor family. Every year we do a Hall of Fame, and that's somebody that's done something outstanding, special for the pageant itself.
Okay.
And this year we elected the Taylor family. The Taylor family was kin to George Coe, which got his finger shot off during the Lincoln County War.
Yes.
George Coe's, I'm not sure whether grandson or great-grandson, but anyway, Wilbur Coe is the one that deeded the land that the pageant ground sits on.
Oh, wow.
He deeded the land to the pageant corporation.
Nice.
So they're like one of our last living ties to the Lincoln County War.
Man.
So we wanted to honor that family this year.
That's really cool. We get to do that. And unfortunately, that's the price all of these things like this pay is we eventually lose all the people.
Yes, sir.
That are attached to it. That's just how time works. But
yes, sir.
We are still blessed to have that one last connection here that we can kind of honor before those ties go away at some point in history too.
We feel pretty honored to have the Taylor family with us this year. So it'll be a good time.
Absolutely. Of course, and that's like that's also Lincoln history too. Is you still because and let's be honest, if you drive down Lincoln today, I mean, yes, the pavement, there's going to be a few differences, but Lincoln is it doesn't look a whole lot different than it did back during the Lincoln County War. And so
the residences of Lincoln, they strive to keep it the era looking like the 1800s, and the state of New Mexico with all their stuff there, they really they got a bunch of their buildings that are being remodeled right now, but they're putting them right back to the original state.
Gotcha. And to me, that's cool. I love that. And you could literally, like, you go drive to Lincoln right now, and you could stand there and stand at the courthouse and walk up and down the street, and you'd be like, okay, that was a Tunstall store during your Tunstall side. That was a Murphy side. You could pick buildings and say, that was on this side of the war. That was on this side. And to me, that's you can't replicate that when you're standing there and seeing exactly where the men and women that lived this did it. To me, that's just cool. But
I live right there, well, a mile west of Lincoln, but I just feel honored every day to be able to get my mail there and know most of the residences, and it's just to me it's an honor to be able to live there.
Sure, absolutely. I'm very curious. Does the town folk get into the whole Billy the Kid as far as, because there's like factions of the stories, and some this guy was Billy, and I mean, does the town get into that kind of stuff?
I'm just going to say this: the Lincoln County War ain't over yet. There's some residents that, yes, they're all about it and they're all over it, and there's some of them that pack up and leave for the weekend. So, yeah, the Lincoln County War ain't over yet.
But to me, that's also what's part of the mystique of it. I mean, to this day, we're hundreds of years later, they're still talking about it. There's still controversy about it, and so to me, that's all good.
I believe it was July 12th. I'm not sure of the date. I know it was in July, but 140 years ago is when Billy got killed.
Yeah,
supposedly.
Oh yeah, it depends on who you talk to.
That's another. The Lincoln County War ain't over yet.
Well, and so what I actually mentioned this with John last week when I was talking to him on the phone, but. Of course, one of the things in the news in the last year or so is they're coming back to New Mexico and making a Young Guns 3 movie. And I'm like, I don't know where they're taking this story after. I mean, I feel like they covered a lot of it in the first two, but I mean, now don't get me wrong, I'm going to watch it.
Oh yeah, I'll watch it to see where they screw up or not.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it is, but I have no idea where they're going to take it. Only thing I can think of is they're going to keep going with the Bushy Bill stuff.
Yeah, that's my thinking.
Yeah, even though that's pretty much been shot out of the water, hadn't it? I mean,
yes, sir.
They've done all the science on that and said, nah, there's no way these are the same people.
That's what I understand. But my opinion. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
That somebody was shot in Fort Sumner. It wasn't Billy. Billy got on a horse and he went to Mexico and lived out his life in Mexico.
Gotcha. So he took the big ride. Him and Christian Slater.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, maybe that's the angle they take in the third one.
It could be.
Maybe they dumped the Bushy Bill and said, no, he did go to Mexico and hid out there for the rest.
And like I say, everybody's got their own opinion. That's my opinion.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, but it's. And this is the thing too: is the history of the era lends to this, because I mean,
it does.
We and to be unfortunately or fortunately, depend on how you look at it, is a lot of history. Of course, back then the entertainment of the day was the dime store novels, and these stories of the West were turned into legends, and so that the people's boots got a lot bigger in some of this stuff, which also makes the tales a lot bigger. And so it's hard to delineate what's the dime store rhetoric versus what was actual history and what took place, who, what, when, and where, and those lines blur pretty quickly when you come out to Old West stuff.
Yes, sir. And there's a few of them. There's a few people that know the facts and the good Lord, and I'm sorry, but the people that know are not here with us.
Yeah.
And it'll be, hopefully it's a while before I can ask the good Lord.
Yeah, right. But I don't want to find out that soon.
Yes, sir.
But even the fact that, when we talk even like pictures of Billy the Kid, there's one or two known. I mean, and You know what I mean? It's just that to me that just lends to it. It's like for something that has such a big footprint, there is surprising little, evidence of the history that
documentation.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's what makes it so fascinating to me. It's like, oh, we know it's there, but it's like, yeah, but this is the one picture, but because and then of course I'm going to take a stab that being in outlaw status and stuff, he wasn't exactly just hanging out in public in a lot of places.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've seen copies of a letter. I don't know whether it's the original or whether it's even anywhere close, or a copy or whatever. But I've seen pictures of the letter that Billy wrote to the governor, asking for, talking about the pardon and all that stuff. But I don't know. It's just somebody that don't think probably as deep as I do into it. Sure, that's the original, but I kind of a little deeper into things.
Sure. Well, and let's face it, you want to, and I say this every time, you think New Mexico, as a state government and all this is screwed up today. It was that was the history of this state even back before it was a state. It was run by the cattle, the mafia, basically, and and
pretty much.
And so when you run by that, and that's. I'll be honest, I tell people all the time, you want to know why New Mexico is screwed up? Just spend the day in Lincoln, New Mexico, go to the visitor center, go to the courthouse, read all the things, and when you get done reading all that stuff, you're like, no wonder this state's a hot mess.
It's been that way for 150 years,
Exactly. But and so this history is steeped right in the middle of that. So it really does put a footprint on how New Mexico became New Mexico. It really does.
Sir.
So,
yes, sir.
But there's all of that, and then if you just want to come and experience and see gunfights and a great performance and live music, there's going to be live music every day. I know the Bonita Valley Brewery. I think they're going to be doing concerts each day during the festival, and it really is a fun time. Just come and oh, by the way, it's in Lincoln, New Mexico. It's probably going to be pushing 100 this weekend. It ain't going to be that in Lincoln, New Mexico.
No, it won't be. We've been averaging in the low 80s, so it's comfortable. Come up and just we'll have shade set up and get you something to eat and crawl into the shade and enjoy it, and then hang around for the pageant on Friday and Saturday night at 8:30, and then 1 o'clock on Sunday. We do have entertainment before the pageant.
Okay.
This year, Friday and Saturday night at 7 o'clock, we have Mr. Austin Van.
Okay. He's
a country music out from around Albuquerque, and then we have a local band on Sunday morning, and that's La Ultima from Carrizozo, and they're extremely good. They play a variety of everything: some Spanish, some rock, some country. They're just good.
Good deal. It's a little bit of something for everybody there, kind of thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
And one thing I do want to mention, if you come up, we do have bleachers there, but it's more comfortable if you bring your lawn chairs.
Okay. So probably pack a lawn chair or two in the back there
sir.
before you head up to the Lincoln there.
If you're coming on Sunday, bring an umbrella.
For the sun. Yeah, it's a good idea to get out of the sun here, and who knows? I would say we'll never yell at rain, but I don't know.
No, sir.
Yeah, but
no, sir.
But Ruidoso had their share already.
but Lincoln hadn't, so.
This is true.
So
you guys have, I guess it's kind of rolled down the other side of the mountain type deal, is it?
Yes, sir. Our valley's been pretty good, but the Hondo Valley's just been catching it everywhere.
Yeah, but Lincoln's been definitely come down and of course don't forget too that the courthouse and the things run by the Park Service, they will be open during the weekend. There's fees applying to go into the courthouse and things like that. That's the National Park Service fees. The only real fees at the old Lincoln days will be for the actual pageant itself. I believe it's $10 for adults. Oh, I don't have it right in front of me. I'm sorry. Do you know?
$10 for adults. Children 6 to 12 is $6, and 5 and under is free.
Very good. And then of course, you can always get tickets at the door. And I know you guys have starting to get where you can do the credit cards and all that at the door too now.
Yes, sir. We can do credit cards at the door, and I'm not real technical savvy, but there is a way to get tickets online.
Okay. I think if you're on Facebook, there's like I think there's one called Billy the Kid Pageant Facebook page.
There is, and I think the link is on that Facebook page.
Very good there. And I noticed too. I was nosing around this morning. I just noticed. I didn't see it last week, but I saw it this morning. They've got a full like brochure of the kind of list of events that's going to be happening on Friday.
Yes, sir.
What's going to be
Yes,
on
sir.
Saturday, and then of course on the finale there on Sunday as well too.
Yeah, they've got the schedule on there, and we're working on getting a map of town put on there.
Okay.
But even the state of New Mexico is having a hard time getting it on their website. So
Really? Although in all
Yes, sir.
fairness, it's really hard to get lost in the town of Lincoln. I'm just
Well, I agree.
You go from one end to the other, you cover it.
That's it. One way in, one way out.
That's right. Eventually you'll find you. But if you go too far and you see a bear, then you went too far at Capitan. Turn around, come back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You run into Smokey and turn around and come back to Lincoln.
That's right. But which if you have never spent time up in that area too, and make a whole weekend out of it, go there and participate and use Old Lincoln Days as your base camp. But then make a trek to Fort Stanton there and go see. Which you can get tickets for that at the courthouse. That's a really cool, experience and seeing that. And of course, Capitan, you can kind of make a whole weekend out of it and see all the stuff there and that. And it's all within, 10 miles of each other. So
You can spend a full weekend up there and not see everything that there's supposed to be. There's Bonita Lake too.
Yes.
There's all kinds of stuff to see up here in these fields. So
yeah, it's a beautiful.
You can make a whole weekend of the day and then come back and get you something to eat and go to the pageant.
Exactly.
And then start again the next morning.
Let someone else cook dinner. And I always tell people, and I'm gonna say the rule also applies here at Old Lincoln Days. Like if you eat food at the fair food at a fair, the calories don't count.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And
the calories don't count.
But if you take the fair food off the fair and eat it at home, the calories double.
Then you're cheating. Then you're cheating.
Exactly. So Old Lincoln Day fair food rules apply. If you're at the pageant and you're at the Old Lincoln Days, the calories don't count. But if you take it home and eat it, then it doubles. So very good. If anybody has any questions or anything, like I said, you can go on Facebook there, type in Billy the Kid Pageant, Old Lincoln Days. Either one will get you to what you're looking for and information there. Like I said, you'll find the schedule events, all the things I'm talking about as well. And of course, please come on down and like I said, you can get tickets at the door or you can get them in advance through the link there on the Facebook. But especially if you've never gone before, make this your first year. Come see it for yourself. Experience Old Lincoln Days. It's almost like a rite of passage of living in Southeast New Mexico. To me, you gotta experience that weekend. Going to Lincoln during the rest of the year is amazing, but you gotta go to at least one Old Lincoln Day to experience everything.
I tell everybody, you drive through Lincoln today, and then you drive through it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It looks like downtown Albuquerque.
Yes, it is.
On those 3 days.
It is. It is. Matter of fact, I think the wagon train goes to Capitan. I think you can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think if you stop, you're in Capitan. So, but it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. And it's very historical. And to be honest, there is not many places left in this country that you can experience what you're going to experience this weekend in Lincoln, Mexico.
Well, as far as Billy the Kid Pageant, as far as we know, we are the last existing folk pageant in the United States.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse because it's a shame we don't have them anymore. But we are blessed to have it here, literally in our own backyard here. So
yes, sir. And it's if you've never been, it's a sight to see.
Absolutely. And trust me, the players, the actors, the people that put this together, yourself included, it's a labor of love. It's a rite of passage. It really is a whole lot of things. It's there's people that there's kids that they grew up and they're like, I can't wait to be old enough to be in the pageant, kind of thing.
My grandson last year, he says, Grandpa, he said, how big do I need to be able to ride horseback in the pageant? and I said, come here, and put him up to my chest, and I told him, right here.
Right about there.
he was growing a little faster than I anticipated, so he's riding in the pageant.
Well, when your grandkids are weeds, they tend to get there quicker, right? they grow like weeds.
Yes, we have kiddos that they grew up on the pageant. They graduated high school. They went to college. They got a job, but they scheduled their vacations around the pageant so they can come back and play.
That is cool. That is so cool.
I mean, it's like a big all the pageant. We fight and fuss and bicker and all that stuff, but it's
sure.
a pageant cast. I mean, when it comes down to it, somebody has an illness or something like that. We're a big family. We're there. We're there for that. It is a big family.
Well, and what also makes me happy is when you get these young men and women that passionate about it. That means that when we're old and sitting on the porch telling people to get off our lawn, they're carrying that baton to the next generation.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's almost the part I love the most about it, that there's going to be passion for this for the next generation, and hopefully the generation after that and the generation after that. So
hopefully we can get to 185 years.
Exactly. Pretty much we'll get to the point where, where the pageant will catch up to be older than the event itself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. Very good. Jed, is there any information, anything that we wanted to cover that we just got sidetracked on?
I don't believe so. I think we covered the entertainment, the times, the food, the beers at the brewery, everything, the parade. I think we covered everything.
Yeah, trust me, there's something for everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. The weather's going to be great. Trust me, once you go to one, you'll be like, all right, now we mark it. First weekend of August every year, that's what we're doing. We're going to be in Lincoln, New Mexico. So
yes, sir. The first full weekend, first full Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was every year. We let Billy escape 3 more times.
That's right. This year just happens on August 1, 2, 3. So
yes, sir.
But yeah, definitely come on down to Lincoln and be a part of it. Jet, we do appreciate you spending some time with us, and we look forward to seeing you this weekend and anything else we can do. And appreciate. I'll get you 3 names for those tickets. I do appreciate that.
Perfect. That'll work. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Jet. You take care. I'm sure you got a little bit of work to do.
Have a wonderful day. Yes, sir.
All righty. Take care.
Right, bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was Jet Tucker here with Old Lincoln Days, talking about their big weekend here, the Last Escape Billy the Kid pageant. Matter of fact, you heard him. I'm going to give away 3 pair of tickets this week. Be on the listen for those, and we'll do that here for you. But if you've never been, it is really cool. I love, even if you're not a huge history buff, it's still just cool. I mean, I'm kind of a history nerd, so I go and I get all into the adobe buildings and the remnants of buildings and things, and I want to see and read, and that's, I'll go through the museum and read everything, just to, that's me. But even if you're not into all that, you'll still have a good time. It really is. And then if you're into all that, then you're going to enjoy it even more.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Sorello. The Eddy County Sheriff's Office reporting 2 people were found dead in the 100 block of South Donaldson Farms Road on Wednesday. Sheriff Matt Hutchinson says deputies had responded to reports of 2 unconscious adults. When they arrived, they found both victims were deceased. This is an active investigation. Sheriff Hutchinson says he has no reason to believe there are any outstanding suspects, but he provided no further information. Anyone with information is urged to call 575-887-7551. Artesia Mayor John Henry is moving forward with a potential hiring of a city administrator. On Tuesday, the City Council voted to approve the job description for the position. The vote was unanimous. The new position will focus on improving interdepartmental coordination, tracking ongoing projects, and supporting the mayor in administrative duties. The mayor also serves as District 54 State House Representative, which covers portions of Eddy, Chavez, and Otero counties. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Sunshine today will stay between 90 and 95. We do have a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Could get a shower this evening, partly cloudy overnight, and we're in the upper 60s. And then on Friday, mostly sunny, we'll be in the low 90s. Still that slim chance of an afternoon shower, sunny and pretty hot for the weekend, upper 90s and low 100s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The catfish has over 27,000 taste buds. Do you think they prefer fried or blackened? Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:54, and if you were listening earlier there, we just replayed an interview we had with Jet Tucker talking about old Lincoln days and the last escape of the Billy the Kid pageant, which is this weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday in Lincoln, New Mexico. As you heard during the interview, Jet allowed us to give away some tickets. I've given away one pair already, but if you would like a pair of tickets to see the last escape of Billy the Kid pageant in Lincoln this weekend, either the Friday night, Saturday night showings, or the Sunday afternoon showing, be my first caller right now, 575-578-1198. Again, 575-578-1198. 575-578-1198. Be our first caller, and we'll set that pair aside. What'll happen is we'll get your name, and it'll be a will call. When you get up to the pageant entrance there, you tell them your name, and they'll have it. And it'll be good for any of the performances. So 575-578-1198. Be my first caller, and win a pair of tickets to see the pageant. It's really cool if you've never done it. Check it out. And if you can do it for free, even better. So be my first caller now, 575-578-1198. All right, we're going to get you into your Red Apple update and a quick commercial break before news at the top of the hour. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning. After the Federal Reserve did not cut interest rates, it's on to the new hiring numbers and the tariffs deadline, both on Friday. They are now the next indicators for stocks and the economy. Federal Reserve Chairman Powell said cutting interest rates now would create more ongoing inflation.
Increased tariffs are pushing up prices in some categories of goods. Inflation expectations have moved up on news about tariffs.
Powell would not commit to reducing interest rates in September either, even though the real estate market and first-time home buyers need lower rates when they can get them. Businesses have been hoping for tariffs of 10 to 20%. President Trump raised tariffs to 25% on India because he says India's tariffs are too high and they do too much business with Russia. He also ended tariff exemptions for low-value packages of less than $800. Guidepost Solution Security in New York says there is now new technology that can detect someone with a rifle while they're still outside any type of building and lock the doors. With business, I'm Joe Connolly.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly. At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 5,700 current Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success, that's what we're about.
It's back to school time again. The one thing that never changes at this time of year is how much we need to pray over our schools. There are also words from the Bible that offer encouragement to both our students and educators during this time. Joshua writes this, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Solomon writes this in Proverbs chapter 3, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." So our church would like to pray this prayer over you. Heavenly Father, as our children and educators step into a new school year, we ask you for protection, wisdom, and peace to surround them. Guard their hearts and minds. Fill them with confidence and perseverance, and help them to be lights of kindness and faith in their schools. Bless our students, our teachers, our friends, and families, and guide them all in your truth and love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model. You're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd.
Roswell's home for talk radio is 106.5 FM, KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. President Trump says the naysayers got it wrong, predicting the Trump tariffs would sink the U.S. economy. But the president says the economy is in great shape, as evidenced by the latest surprisingly strong report on the GDP. And while the president's call for the Fed to lower interest rates has again fallen on deaf ears, economist Gus Fauché says that some Fed board members agree with the president.
We did see 2 members of the Board of Governors dissent and call for a rate cut. President Trump has been very aggressively arguing that the Fed needs to cut rates, and we did see 2 participants vote for rate cuts, and so that does suggest that the president's pressure campaign is having an impact.
Meanwhile, an inflation gauge that's watched closely by the Fed did rise 2.6% year over year last month. That's up from a 2.3% increase in the PCE index in the month of May. South Korea, the latest country to sign a trade deal with the U.S., calling for a 15% tariff on South Korean imports. President Trump says South Korea also agrees to buy American energy and will invest $350 billion in the U.S. An arrest in the murder of a mother and father killed in front of their 2 young children.
Arkansas State Police special agents have arrested James Andrew McGann, 28, of Springdale. He's been charged with 2 counts of capital murder in the deaths of Clinton David Brink and Kristen Amanda Brink. Clinton and Kristen were killed on Saturday, July 26, 2025, at Devil's Den State Park.
Arkansas State Police Colonel Mike Hager heard there on KHBS KHOG. The youngsters, ages 7 and 9, were not injured. The suspect charged with 2 counts of capital murder, no word on a motive. Watching Wall Street now, the Dow is down 10 points, NASDAQ up 157. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals, too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
Ongoing unrest in Syria, which has a new government.
After fierce clashes broke out between Druze militias and Bedouin tribes in the southern city of Zuwaydah, Syrian government forces were sent to curb the violence. Instead, they were accused by the Druze of siding with the Bedouins and summarily executing Druze civilians. Israel, which has a large Druze community, intervened, launching airstrikes on Syrian forces, including on the army's HQ in Damascus. In all, 1,400 people are reported to have been killed. Thursday's ministerial meeting in Baku is intended to help cool things down.
The BBC's Mike Thompson. Ukrainian officials say a Russian drone and missile attack on Ukraine's capital killed at least 8 people, including a 6-year-old boy. Officials in Kiev say at least 82 other people were wounded in the latest Russian attacks. News and analysis, townhall.com. Wonder if they glow in the dark.
Workers at a South Carolina site that once made nuclear bomb parts have found a radioactive wasp nest. Officials say there's no danger to anyone. Employees checking radiation levels at the Savannah River site near Aiken found the nest on July 3rd. It was near tanks storing liquid nuclear waste. The nest had radiation levels 10 times above federal limits. Workers sprayed it with insect killer and disposed of it as radioactive waste. No wasps were found. Officials say the nest was likely contaminated from residual radioactivity. Keith Peters, Washington.
A U.S. District Court judge ordering the Trump administration to explain why it's apparently not following his order to restore operations at the government-run Voice of America. The judge says it appears the administration is running out the clock on the fiscal year, not spending money Congress appropriated for the VOA. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Crazy Piernos
of Mornings with Mike Winters. Right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Buenos Thursday, everybody.
He's doing it again.
Oh, is Hal back turning at you? Have you seen it yet?
No, I was going to watch it last night after wrestling, but wrestling went long and I just got tired. So I'm definitely going to watch it tonight.
All right.
Oh, crud, they moved Collision to tonight. You know what? I will watch it before Collision.
All right.
There we go. Deal.
Happy Gilmore 2
Happy
on
Gilmore
the
2. Which, by the way, set a record for Netflix as the most watched opening weekend of anything they've ever released.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, congratulations to Adam and the Boys.
Yeah.
Starring, and then this is what I'm curious, because it's funny because one of the characters, one of his sons, is an AEW wrestler named Maxwell Friedman in JF. And he showed up on the show last night. He's like, star of the literal biggest movie in the entire world right now, Happy Gilmore 2.
His whole family's in the thing.
Yeah.
His daughters, they're all, daughters, of course his wife's in it. She's in every one of his movies.
I'll tell you what, if you really want to make it in Hollywood, you get connected with Adam Sandler, because he will make sure you stay fed.
He takes care of his people.
He really
I
does.
will say that. Say what you want about Sandler. He takes care of his people. Kinda, not every one of his movies are hits, but
no.
But overall, he's got a pretty good stable of movies.
It's just, and luckily he got a lot of the stinkers out of the way really early. His Netflix stuff has been largely good. Even the stuff you weren't expect, like Hubie Halloween,
Yeah.
that was weirdly good.
Although I'm a fan of the early stuff. I mean, like
yes.
Billy Madison,
Okay,
Happy
absolutely.
Gilmore.
I'm talking about Jack and Jill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Which is funny because, like, literally the Adam Sandler that I grew up with was sure SNL.
Yeah.
But his albums, like Stan and Judy's Kid, and like they're all gonna laugh at you. Some of those albums and the tracks on those albums, I can still quote verbatim.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole clip about everybody, like a car full of guys who smell a skunk, and it reminds them, or smell things that remind them of their childhood.
Right.
And it all relates to a horrific, like, adult story that they get one by one kicked out of the car for. There's The Longest Pee. That's on one of his albums. And it's not just his music stuff. It was just silly little bits that just stick out in your head. You know,
Right.
that you couldn't do on SNL.
He was one of the last, to me, like those, like when you bought comedy CDs for, you know what I mean? Like it kind of died shortly after.
I mean, it was because that was like the glory days of like him, Jerky Boys. Roy D. Mercer was putting out an album every week.
When I was a kid, the coolest thing you could own was like an Eddie Murphy tape. You know what I mean? It's like, you heard this? Eddie Murphy Raw? You heard this?
Yeah, the 80s and like really, really early 90s was a great time for stand-up cassettes and records, because that's
one of my
a
favorites
big one.
And this is why still the Bebe's Kid stuff, Robin Harris, man. I loved his album. I used to play that all the time.
It did have a bit of a renaissance in the early to mid 2000s with stand-up DVDs.
Dane Cook.
Well, Dane Cook was a big one, but like, for example, Robin Williams Live on Broadway still to this day is one of the top selling comedy DVDs out there.
It's Robin Williams.
It's well, and here's a little secret. So this unlocked a core memory for me. Somebody was talking about how if you like how to get access to their podcast or whatever, and they said if you put in, or if you hit down, 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 and then right, a logo will light up. If you click that, it'll give you access to our podcast. That triggered a memory in my head because before there was streaming, when we had DVDs, people would put Easter eggs on DVDs, and you could go to like websites and find lists of these Easter eggs. But one of the Easter eggs on the Robin Williams Live from Broadway DVD, if you go to the special features, go all the way to the end of the menu, and then push right, it lit up this thing in the corner, and it played a video of every single curse word in the whole special.
Oh, wow.
It'll just boom, 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 and it's still to this day one of my favorite things in the world. And you can find it on YouTube now, but
now you don't have to go dig through the DVD. You just
but that was
find
the fun of it. It was like a treasure hunt. You know, certain DVDs, especially like the Disney ones, the DreamWorks ones, they always kind of went all out with the hidden stuff. You know,
right?
That was the fun stuff. Or I remember Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. That menu, that special features menu,
totally see
had
that
a bunch of Easter eggs on it.
All right. I didn't.
That was sort of after your time.
Yeah, I kind of wasn't a DVD guy.
The other thing, well, and this was a lot of my late teen to early 20s hood, I didn't have like cable. So what we had was I had a PS2 with a few games, and I had a bunch of DVDs.
Yeah.
And
we had a DVD and probably just as heavy VHS collection if it was DVDs. Back when in the height of the $3 bin at Walmart or $5 bin at Walmart, that's when I would stock up on DVD.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, ooh, Moneyball.
Mr. 3000. All right. The other thing, and this is something you don't really get anymore. I mean, I guess you can, but audio commentaries, director's commentaries on films.
That was always a DVD.
It was my favorite because you find out stuff that happens like on the set or how people were like feeling that day.
Yeah.
Or in certain cases, they would record special commentary tracks with like, I think at one point they had Stephen Hawking come in and do a commentary track for Futurama.
Gotcha.
Which is hilarious because they could have just put it into Mac. I
wonder if the Big Bang Theory season DVDs do that, because I feel like if any TV series would do something like that, because they kind of, that whole show's homage to stuff like that.
Well, and this is what you would do. And I say would because you I don't know if anybody who actually has a DVD player anymore,
Right.
but you'd hit the audio button and it would show you all the different, usually it was like English, French, Dutch, and then it would get to option 1, option 2, and those were the commentary tracks. So if you kept going and it had more, that's how you found it. There was one where it was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, I believe.
Okay.
They had Cheech and Chong do a commentary for it. And it's great start to finish.
Wow,
I miss commentaries, man.
That's like old generation critiquing the new next generation kind of thing.
The closest thing we have to it today is the episodic podcasts where like the Office girls will go back and scene by scene break down an episode and be like,
Right.
at 18 minutes and 21 seconds.
The guys that do Scrubs. They do that too.
Yeah. Real fake doctors,
Face
real
on,
friends.
Yeah.
Which I got real into during the pandemic.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of like the Conan deal.
Mhm.
Like Conan has his podcast he does every day, but that Conan Must Go.
Yeah.
That's based off that podcast. People that he talks to from other parts of
Mhm.
the world. And then he go visits them on the show. And like matter of fact, I just watched one the other day where he was in New Zealand. And he visited some dude that's literally off the grid, and he poops in a bucket and the whole deal and all that. Yeah, and he goes, "I brought you cable television." And he comes out of the woods with a big electric cord. It's pretty good.
I got 500 miles of cable back here.
Right. He's got it plugged in.
You get 13 channels, and only 2 of them come in okay.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
That's fantastic. I love Conan.
Yeah, but back into the Adam Sandler, there was a stretch of movies that he did, like romantic comedy kind of movies.
Punch Drunk Love,
Spanglish.
I liked Spanglish though. Weirdly, I
watch them and I've seen them, and I'll probably still watch them if they're on, but I don't like them as terms. And to be honest, the movie I hate the most.
Oh, don't say it.
Remote Control.
Oh. Really?
I hate that movie.
Click is what it's
or
called.
Click, that's what's called.
Well, okay,
that one,
I agree with you, but you know why I hate that movie?
Well, I hate it because it did a 180 right in the middle of it.
Yep.
And I'm
It's
like, this is supposed to be a comedy, and it got sad quick.
It's a hairpin turn into now we're a drama.
Yeah.
Now we're like, oh, you've wasted your whole life on autopilot.
Yeah.
And now you have to deal with your consequences. And that's messed up because they also present it in a comedic way, but
Sure.
it doesn't hit because
Yeah.
you're trying too hard to be dramatic.
The first half of that movie is a funny frolic movie, and then it just takes a turn quick.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow, this got dark
'Cause
quick. And I like left the theater like I was supposed to be happy.
You saw that in the theater?
Yeah, we saw that in the theater back
That's a
in the
bold
day.
choice, Cotton.
I saw a lot of movies in the theater back before COVID.
That makes sense. It's just a fun outing. The one I would say the height of his romantic rom-com is 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
Which
I like that movie.
I rather enjoy that movie, but have you ever seen the unofficial follow-up to that movie called Blended?
Yes, I love that movie too. It's a funny movie. So much Terry Crews in that.
So much Terry Crews. We are blending. Oh, it's great. But that's,
and to be honest, a good Kevin Nealon role too.
Oh yeah, I agree. And you don't see a lot of those. It's like Weeds, an occasional Adam Sandler joint, and then his run on
and
SNL.
Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, he was pretty good on Grandma's Boy. I got to give that to you. That was good. You know, Drew Barrymore actually said in an interview that Adam Sandler is a terrible kisser.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said she hated doing those scenes with him.
Oh well.
Yeah,
you can't be good at everything.
Again, things you learn if you watch commentaries. Gosh, I miss the glory days.
I will point out that Adam is happily married.
Mm-hmm.
She's single.
That's true. That is true.
And I just saw her on TV last night as the center square on Hollywood Squares.
That's back?
Yeah, it was on last night.
Are you sure? Is it like a new prime time?
It was on a 30-minute. It was on after Big Brother last night.
Really?
Drew Barrymore was the center square. Triumph, the insult comic dog, was on there.
God bless Robert Smigel for figuring out a way to maintain a career.
Fluffy was on there.
Oh God.
It was a bunch of famous people. I don't remember them all off the top of my head.
Hollywood Squares. But here's the thing with Drew Barrymore is, somewhere along the line, and I think it was a combination of all the drugs.
Yeah.
She snapped a little bit. Like she's a little bit crazy.
Oh
pants.
yeah.
A little bit off.
She's a little.
Mm-hmm.
She's almost. There's like she's bubbly for no reason.
You know what she? Okay. You know what she reminds me of is she's post going to space Katy Perry, but like all the time.
Right. I feel like she's trying to. Like it's like Drew Barrymore's trying to hide the fact she's my age.
Well, that
and she's trying to act like she's still in her 20s,
and I
it
think,
doesn't come off right to me.
I think a lot of it too is she has a certain like, oh my gosh, like personality that she has to maintain. I'm sure that when she goes home at the end of the day, that's exhausting, and she just like takes off a wig or whatever, and she just like.
But I'll tell you this:
lights up a cigarette.
When she was married to Tom Green, I didn't see it, but now I see it. Like I didn't see it back then. I'm like, how did Tom Green and her get together? But now, I'm like, now it makes sense to me. Now I got it.
The one that I never got, and still don't, is Courtney Cox and David Arquette.
Yeah, that was
I
a bit
never
of a...
figured that out. Because I mean, David Arquette. Now, granted, funny will get you a long way, but Arquette is goofy funny.
Yeah. Speaking of him, he's really kind of fallen off.
No. Well, it depends.
As far as the fame.
Yeah, it depends on what circles you run in.
I guess he's in wrestling.
He's really, and what's cool about him is he's past his prime for wrestling, but he's become one of the better producers.
Okay.
Because he's kind of got a dual eye. He's got the Hollywood eye, but he's also got like he knows the ins and outs of pro wrestling. Yeah, it's almost the same thing happened to Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, he's more into directing and stuff
and
now.
Because he's got that kind of dual eye.
Sorry, that Ready to Rumble just didn't have the legs he was hoping.
Yeah, it wasn't a mainstream hit. It will always have a special place
I like
in my
the
heart.
movie. Yeah, I kind of the fact that Oliver Platt plays King, whatever his name was, the wrestling.
Yeah, Jimmy King.
Yeah, Jimmy King. That's what it was.
My even better is Caroline Ray as his wife.
Yeah.
With the itchy crotch.
I enjoyed the movie. It was stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Is it Scott Conn that is his sidekick?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Who has one of my favorite lines in the movie that I can't say on the air.
It's been a minute since I've seen the movie, but I remember it. Yeah. All right, I guess we ought to get the hour going. We're going to replay our interview we had last week. Don Weld with Friends of Bitter Lake joined us to talk about Dragonfly Festival, which beginning tomorrow, they'll start taking reservations for the Dragonfly and wildlife tours and all that August 1st. So
get them quick because they fill up fast, especially the early bird tours.
They do, and that's only one of those, and it's on Saturday morning.
Tour.
Early bird tends to tour. But anyway, there's one. So, but anyway, we'll play that interview here in just a few. We'll also get you up to date on the newses of the local variety, Wall Street business updates, and et cetera, so forth and so on. All right. 9:21. Time for that weather. It's going to be nice today, tomorrow, and then hotter in Hades the rest of the time.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Sunshine today will stay between 90 and 95. We do have a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Could get a shower this evening, partly cloudy overnight, and we're in the upper 60s. And then on Friday, mostly sunny. We'll be in the low 90s. Still that slim chance of an afternoon shower, sunny and pretty hot for the weekend, upper 90s and low 100s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 75 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 69% with winds out of the north at 9 miles per hour. 20% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, otherwise mostly sunny. 91 for a high today. Northeast winds 5 miles per hour. 20% chance of rain for tonight as well. Partly cloudy. Overnight low 69 degrees. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunny and 93 for your Friday. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. Looking at the weekend, that's when it gets hot. Saturday, sunny and hot, 98 for a high. And then we just blow right through the century mark for next week. Sunday, sunny 105. Monday, sunny 105. Tuesday, sunny 105. Sunny and 104 on Wednesday. So first week of school is going to be a hot one. Testing those air conditioning units right out the jump here. All right. It is 22 minutes after 9. We're going to take a 2.5-minute break. Then we'll play our interview with Don Weld talking about Friends of Bitter Lake. Don't go away.
Check out some of the bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select boxes of Smucker's Uncrustables are 2 for $7, and select cans of Pringles potato chips are 2 for $4. In produce, Summer Kiss or Sugar Kiss melons are 99 cents a pound, and juicy tropical mangoes are 2 for $1. In the meat department, family packs of Fryer wings are $1.99 a pound, and 15-ounce packages of Food Club Classic Franks are 5 for $5. These are just some of the savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Celebrating the music and legacy of Rod Stewart, Rob Caudill and his incredibly talented all-star band bring the fun, sound, and excitement of a Rod Stewart concert to life in Tonight's the Night, live at the Spencer Theater on August 9th. Featuring Rod Stewart's legendary drummer Carmen Appice and Rod's former saxophonist Katja Reicherman. This show is not one to miss. Get your tickets online at spencertheater.com or by calling the box office at 575-336-4800. We'll see you at the Spencer.
The Blazing Summer Savings Event is on now at Roswell Honda, and that means scorching savings across the lot that are almost too hot to handle. Get 4.99% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Civic sedans and hybrid sedans. Or 2.99% for up to 36 months on 2025 Accord sedans and CRVs. Plus, huge savings on the pre-owned lot. The Blazing Summer Savings Event on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
It's back to school time again. The one thing that never changes at this time of year is how much we need to pray over our schools. There are also words from the Bible that offer encouragement to both our students and educators during this time. Joshua writes this, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Solomon writes this in Proverbs chapter 3, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." So our church would like to pray this prayer over you. Heavenly Father, as our children and educators step into a new school year, we ask you for protection, wisdom, and peace to surround them. Guard their hearts and minds. Fill them with confidence and perseverance, and help them to be lights of kindness and faith in their schools. Bless our students, our teachers, our friends, and families, and guide them all in your truth and love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Men are 6 times more likely to be struck by lightning than women. That's because men are 6 times more likely to wear a tinfoil hat in a thunderstorm. Here's Mike Winters.
Yes, in studio this morning, representing his Friends of Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge, Don Weld back with us. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Mike. How you doing today?
Doing good. Actually, you know what? If you had free time today, today's probably a good day to go walk around the refuge.
It is.
Weather-wise, it's a good one to visit.
Except for the bugs.
Yeah, but put some repellent on.
There you go. You got slather up, and you can walk anywhere.
Yep. Yeah. I recommend stuff with DEET.
Yes.
That's usually the good stuff. If it doesn't say DEET, then don't buy that.
Yep. They have a biting fly at this time of year. It's vicious.
Yeah.
So slather up, and
you only got to
you'll be
hit
fine.
once to realize you don't want to have that happening.
Yeah.
But Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge. If you've never been, it is literally an oasis in the desert. It is. It's. We talk about every time we come on. It serves multi roles. It is a place that is to be home for the native plant life and animal life that are here in southeast New Mexico. We, as the human beings, are there as visitors. We come and observe and report, and that's not the place to camp and recreate. That's bottomless lakes.
That's right.
Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge is there if you want to hike and you want to see scenic nature and see the nature, but not so much interact with it, other than observe it. I would always tell you, if you want to see the most action, get there at sunrise or sunset.
Right.
That's usually the busiest time for the wildlife and everything out there. That's when they're either going out for the night to hunt or kind of going and getting their morning grub before they settle in for the heat of the day.
That's right.
But we are there as the and also the other thing is that's a migratory rest stop, basically.
Flying J.
Yeah, it's a pilot flying J for migratory animals, from your birds and butterflies and everything that's going north to south for the winter and south to north for the summer kind of thing.
Right. That's right.
But that's what it is. But one of the biggest events that's kind of well known for Bitter Lake is coming up here usually around September 10th. It's right around that time.
That's right. It will be September 6th.
6th. There you go. I knew it's always right in that first week of September there.
Yeah, the 6th is a Saturday.
Okay.
Friday night, the 5th, we will have a presentation. We're going to have a lady come down from Albuquerque with some raptors.
Yeah. It's of course, it's the Bitter Lakes Dragonfly Festival happens every year in September here. And the Saturday of the event is the big day.
That's
but
right.
It's really a kind of a 3-day event because, like you said, it starts Friday night. They usually have a guest speaker lecturer. Oftentimes, the Astronomy Club will do a stargazing, weather permitting party.
And they're planning on that this year.
Yeah,
we'll see.
The clouds and everything cooperate. But they'll do a stargazing party out there. And then Saturday is when they do all the Dragonfly wildlife tours. They'll have a ton of activities and events for families to do in between. And then Sunday's kind of like a catch-all for some of the tours.
Leftover tour.
In the morning hours.
People we couldn't get on the tours during Saturday will take you on Sunday.
Yeah. The beauty part is all of it's free.
Yep.
However, to get in on the tours, you need to pre-register.
That's right.
And if you
Starting
do not,
August 1st.
Yes, beginning August 1, so you got here about 2 weeks or a week and a half. Whatever's left of July here. Get that once that if you go to friendsofbitterlake.org, there's a couple different places you can go to get the number and sign up.
575-244-6256.
Yep.
That's where
you
can
go to the
call.
website friendsofbitterlake.org and you can kind of see the
It'll direct you to how to sign up.
But I think you can also see the schedule, like what times each tour is.
That should be out. I haven't looked. I think it's on the website now.
It could be up there on the website now. One thing I do know is there's generally several different types of tours. There's the Dragonfly Tour, which is obviously the main theme of the weekend. You go see the different species and how the dragonflies call the place home.
Right.
There's a wildlife tour, which kind of a more encompassing. I mean, you cover dragonflies, but it covers a lot of the other plant life.
It's earlier in the morning when the other animals are out. So
so you kind of see the other
You
stuff.
can get a chance to see
And
them.
then there's usually one opportunity on Saturday morning for the early bird tour. And that's exactly what it is. It starts dark 30, and you're going out and catch the birds as they're doing their morning ablutions out there, basically.
They're getting ready to go out and feed for the day or, waking up and preening and...
getting their day started kind of thing. Again, so you can sign up for any 3 of those tours. I'm telling you, they all fill up. They do.
Yes, they do.
The early bird tour, since there's only that one tour on Saturday, if you want it, I would call August 1st because I imagine that one will fill up the quickest of the two. The great news is if your Saturday is kind of busy, they usually offer a few of the wildlife and dragonfly tours on Sunday as well, too.
Yes.
In the morning hours. Usually they wrap up about 1 or so. But From like 9 to 1.
We start a little later on Sunday, but and we only run 3 tours if necessary.
Yeah, kind of an overspill.
Right.
Thing. But on Saturday, that's kind of the day that is the party. They'll usually you'll have BLM with their and the Game and Fish with their fish tanks and a lot of their sportsman recreation type stuff for you to learn about and participate in some. Do things with your kids. Like the pond is usually an opportunity to get you teach kids fishing there while they're in a.
We may have problems with the pond this year.
Okay.
Funding.
Gotcha.
Funding and personnel.
Gotcha.
Because of the cutbacks, we've lost some personnel. They may not be able to get the pond out there this year.
Well,
we're working on it.
Knock on wood, maybe we can make that happen. But it's usually, and of course, a lot of nonprofit organizations will go out there and set up shop and offer things. There's usually like Scouts will usually serve food.
Yep.
Is a fundraising for there because you're out at Bitter Lake. It's not like there's McDonald's and everybody's sitting right next door. So they usually will be doing burgers or hot dogs or something.
You could go raid the bird seed feeders.
There you go. Birds might attack. Though. They might get salty.
You take their seed and they'll get on you.
They will. They'll let you know. But and then a lot of times like nonprofits, they'll have maybe like quilts and things that you can kind of. They're doing fundraising. Also, don't forget
the big tent. It's all in the big tent.
Yes, exactly. Also, don't forget that while you're there, visit the gift shop. Visit the there's like a museum part of it there, and yes, we always talk about the natural history of that place, but there's stuff as much, I'd say as much, but there's also human history stuff there.
That's right.
The Native American hunting grounds were part of the Bitter Lake. That's part of the property. Some of that includes some of the old buffalo hunting grounds for natives back in those times. And there's a lot of artifacts and archaeology type things that go on out there doing that. But there's museum at the museum part there. It really does explain some of the human history. A lot of the New Deal stuff, because a lot of the structures and facilities out there was part of of that.
Built by CCC.
Yeah, the CCC, that New Deal era, when they were offering, getting people back to work kind of thing.
Yep.
During the Depression era. And so that all is part of that history too. So if you love the human history, you'll get yourself a decent dose out at Bitter Lake too.
We have a whole set of buildings there that have been over the years used for different purposes and built up and built down and so on, all built by CCC. It was a whole little complex.
Yeah.
And that used to be the entry area.
That was the main.
You would drive in on the old Bitter Lake Road that came off of the 70.
Okay.
That area. And you come in that way.
Okay.
Of course, now we've since changed to Pine Lodge. There's something about if you're going to go out there today or near future here, they're working on Pine Lodge.
Okay.
The rains did a number on a little dip area, so they're trying to get that fixed.
Okay.
So you may have trouble getting out Pine Lodge. Red Bridge, they're doing a lot of highway work on Red Bridge right now.
Okay.
There are other ways to weave your way through, but
they'd probably have some detour signs out there around those.
Sort of
sketchy.
kind of, sort of. I didn't find any too much.
Okay.
I tried to come out Barindo and go through and then get to Railroad and go out. That's closed off too. That flood tore. There's a big dip there at Barindo.
Okay.
Just east of Atkinson, and it tore up that pavement there, so they had to block that off. No passage right now. They'll get to that later.
Gotcha.
What I did was go out Country Club, to the Country Club.
Okay.
You go left, and you can go through that way out to Pine Lodge.
Okay.
That's past where they're working on Pine Lodge.
You'll avoid the bridge and the
right.
crossings there.
And then you can go out Pine Lodge.
I'm going to take a stab by Dragonfly Festival time. They're going to at least have some of those.
That'll all be done. And,
that's probably why they're getting it ready. Is in time.
I'm hoping that's what it is. Yeah. Pine Lodge needs some work anyway.
That is usually one of the busier times of year for traffic in those areas.
Yes, it is. Yeah, but they're getting it all taken care of. So just remember that if you're going to go out there, it's wonderful. This would be a great day to go out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Weather-wise,
but you're going to have to find that alternate route. You can actually come back off the 70. There's a way to come back off the 70 and take a different road, comes down the old Bitter Lake Road.
Okay.
Off of a 70.
Okay. Well, get lost out there.
Get out. Hey, it's more fun.
Yeah. Get lost and learn.
There's some burrowing owls still.
Oh, really?
Out on the east side of the refuge.
Okay.
And we're trying to attract them into the refuge.
Come on in.
Yeah.
The water's fine.
Yeah. So working on that too. We did put in some fences so that the pronghorn.
Okay.
They don't jump very well. So getting over a fence is not the most productive way for a pronghorn.
Do they go through
they
it? They
climb under.
Oh, they burrow under.
Yeah. So they've made some fencing that they can get under, and once they're on the refuge property, then they're safe more or less, except for the snakes.
Right, and those we want on the refuge.
We do.
Certain animals and things that aren't native, not necessarily. Mostly, it's the plant life is what they fight bigger.
You got it. Yeah.
There's a few species of plant that they deal with that are not native to this area, but grows very, very well in this area, and it sometimes overcrowds the native stuff.
We're still trying to get rid of some salt cedar.
Yeah,
that was one of the worst, most invasive trees they ever put in.
Yeah.
So.
Do you know where that came from? Does anybody have a history on, like, did somebody just come in one day and say they wanted this? Or,
well,
always, like the story I always heard about, like, the orcas in Alamogordo was some general was a big game hunter and basically had some put out there.
Yeah, wanted to be able to hunt them here instead of right. They brought them in because they thought they would be a good shade tree and a tree for the birds to sit in.
Okay.
However, they suck up water like crazy.
And that's the last thing is
we don't need that.
Yeah, the lake is not a infinite supply of water.
No,
it's very dependent on.
So we're trying to get rid of there's a little bit of salt cedar left that we're trying to eradicate.
They're just not good desert plants.
No, they aren't. We're going to try to put in some New Mexico olives and some other New Mexico-based plants.
Sure. I guess yuccas. Those are
yuccas.
Very New Mexico.
Yep. Yeah. So working on all of that.
Yeah. By the way, if you'd like to be a part of it, they're always looking for more volunteers to be a part of the Friends of Bitter Lake. The store at the refuge, there's a nice store there, a gift shop that you can purchase books and T-shirts and what have you. That is run by the Friends of Bitter Lake. All the proceeds from that's when you go in there and buy gifts and things, that goes back to projects at Bitter Lake. So when they rebuild the bird blind, or they got to establish a trail, or they're working on one of the hiking areas or something.
Right.
The money to pay for those things come from that gift shop and from membership as a member of the Friends, and then of course if you want to get more active there, if you want to get out and work, and maybe you love working in the yard, but there's only so much you can do in your own yard. Well, we got some projects out of Bitter Lake that the Friends work on and do, and that way if you want to get out and get in the dirt, we can help you do that. And there's perks, like there's parts of Bitter Lake that the general public do not get to access. And as a friend, on occasion, as time needs and arises, there's special events or things going on, like one of those archaeology digs, or there's a project out at the lake that you just don't access and needs to get worked on.
Boy Scout camp.
Yeah, guess who gets to go do that?
We do. Yep.
So there is perks to being a friend. So if you really want to do that, please reach out. Certainly at the Dragonfly Festival, there'll be plenty of people to talk to, but I would imagine they could probably use your help before then. So, go to friendsofbitterlake.org. Maybe while you're going August 1st to kind of book your reservations for one of the shows, call the number, reach out, say, I'm interested in becoming a member. What do I need to do?
You can become a member of the Friends, or whichever you want to do, you can be a volunteer.
Sure.
There are actually two different groups.
Okay.
Volunteer reports directly to the refuge manager. The Friends, you report, we've got our group, and then as a group, we talk with
board of directors or whatever.
Right. And we talk to the refuge.
Gotcha. And then they get your marching orders from them, and then you guys go do your thing.
That's right.
Cool.
We provide funds every year for things that the refuge can't get funded through the federal government.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of that catch-all for everything.
Right.
We, obviously, and I don't care who's in charge of the federal government, they never, give out they never
there's never enough money.
Yeah, it never is. It's always the end of the line for things like this. So,
that's right.
It's organizations like this that make these things better. That, again, goes back to that thing I say all the time. If you want a better community and you're waiting on the government or someone else to do it, you're going to be waiting a long time. You want nice things, you got to roll up your sleeves and do it yourself.
Yeah, go get it.
Yep.
That's what volunteering is all about.
Absolutely.
And so we need all the volunteers we can get.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun, too. It's a social.
It is.
It's a social thing as much as, a work thing or service thing.
It's what keeps me young.
Yeah.
At 80 years old, I'm still young.
But he can't get enough, so then he marches on over to the Vets Transport, and then when he's done there, he'll go march over to the zoo, and when he's done there, he marches over to Alzheimer's, and when he's done there, he's over at American Legion. So he just can't get enough.
Right, and in between times, I figure out how to travel.
That's right, and then he's off
and learn more things.
Exactly, but that's a cool. And so if you love that stuff, and I'll throw another little thing out there. One of the cool things is if you have like RV friends and those folks, they have, especially during the summer months, a lot of retirees, they'll do their motor homing and everything. Well, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll come and work at Bitter Lake as a basically work in the gift shop
volunteering
as a volunteer, as a clerk at the gift shop, and they'll park their RV there on the property for could be a month or two, depending on
1 to 6 months.
Yeah, I guess depending on their schedule, and they'll use it as their home base. So they'll work a couple days a week, man in the fort, so to speak, and
3 days a week.
Yeah, and they kind of keep an eye on things, and then they get to park their RV and hook up and do all that, and then they go off and do their sightseeing. It's like, oh, we're going to make our day trip to Carlsbad or whatever sites, or Lincoln, or wherever they're heading to, in the southeast New Mexico.
Yep.
So if you have family or friends that do those kinds of things, that do a lot of RVing and traveling, maybe put that on their radar and say, hey, if you want to hang out in New Mexico and visit us for a month, I got a place where you can do it on the cheap if you don't mind.
That's right.
Manning the cash register for a couple hours or a couple days each week.
We'll provide the propane and water and electric.
Yeah. You got all the hookups. You got everything you need. It's kind of they love doing it. It's the folks that do it. It's a great, because it saves them some money.
And you can do that if you get into that program. You can travel all over the United States.
Yeah, and do it at
all the different refuges.
Wildlife refuges.
Yeah, and stay 2-3 months at this one and 2-3 months at that one.
It's like a timeshare that you're not actually locked in for the rest of your life.
That's right. all it's going to cost you is the trip getting there.
Yeah.
And your food and normal.
And an RV if you don't have one of those.
Well, yeah, it would be nice if you. It's a little hard to throw up a tent, but
that's a lot of time to spend 3 months in a tent.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I mean, there might be certain refuges that's a lot easier at. Bitter Lake, being in the desert's probably not one of those.
Not good. Not good. These 110 days. You want to be in that nice, cool RV.
This way, you're probably going to be living in the gift shop there because that's where the AC is.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, if you know some family or friends, and maybe you're looking for an excuse for them to come visit you.
There you go.
You got some parents or grandparents living back east or something. You're like, hey, you guys are RVing now. Come hang out in Roswell for a couple months.
Yeah, we don't have to put you up in our spare bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. And then when you're tired of it, they go home. It's perfect.
Yeah. You can spoil the grandkids while you're here.
Yeah. When you're tired of them or they're tired of you, it's all right. Go back to the trailer now.
Yep. There you go. Besides that, they can take the kids out and show them Bitter Lake.
Absolutely. Go and come and show. And if you've never been yourself, make a point to come out. Certainly, Dragonfly Festival is always a great time, but if you want to see it when there's not you and a bunch of other people, come on the weekends. Come, it's open daily from sun up to sundown, and,
right.
And if you do get locked in after sundown, you can get out.
You can still get out.
It's like the opposite of the Roach Motel. It won't let you in, but it will let you out.
That's right. Yeah, after hours, you might say.
And then the gate opens at sunrise.
Now, the nature store is still a Monday through Saturday.
Yes.
But and Sunday it's closed. But the refuge itself, sunrise to sunset.
Every day. Come on
enjoy.
Down. You love watching birds or photography, or you just love, hey, maybe you just want to get yourself a nature walk and get in there and, you know what I mean? Just come
there you go.
De-stress, de-plug, come, walk around in nature for a little bit.
One of the best trail walks is down at the south end, the Oxbow Trail.
Okay.
Now, it's had some problems with the floods, and the trail has been kind of...
There's a few bumpy spots.
Yeah, but if you're careful, you can still walk that trail.
And if you have walking mobility issues, please check with when you're there and you go into the
go into the nature store.
Nature store, and just say, hey,
they can help you out.
Yeah, say, hey, these are the ones. If you're not so mobile, maybe avoid these trails. But if you're a little adventurous, these will be fun.
Right. These are good hiking trails.
But there's plenty of walking opportunities all over.
If you're going to bring your animals, put them on a leash, please.
Yeah.
Not so much for environmental or anything, for the safety of the animal.
Absolutely. You don't want it tearing off and getting...
There are snakes out there, and if the dog goes running through the brush, it may not survive.
They are not on home territory.
That's right.
The home team will win.
That's right. You got it.
That's basically how that works.
Yeah. So.
But, and then, of course, be mindful of it. Clean up after your pets and do all that.
Oh, yeah. Do that
Be
kind
respectful
of
the place.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going to tell everyone you need to be like the Scouts.
Yeah.
And use some of the mottos of the Scouts when you go out to Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge. And one of those that they always say is leave a place always better than you found it. That's
That's
always
true. There you
something
go.
that scouts say and practice and preach by. That's excellent advice when you're out at Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge.
Yeah. And the other one was pack it in, pack it out.
That's right. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
And that's another thing too. Be prepared if you are going to walk. I mean, so if you're going to spend some time out there, bring water, bring sunscreen, bring
insect
repellent. Plenty of sun, hats or whatever it is to keep you protected from sun and that kind of stuff.
Right.
And pace yourself.
And we do have at the nature store, we have a picnic table with a cover.
Okay.
We're putting in a second one. Hopefully, it will be ready by dragonfly time.
Okay.
So we're getting there for that. You can come out and even during some of these warm periods, some people like that heat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you can sit out there at the picnic table. Like I said, bring your sunscreen, bring your insect spray, and you can sit out there and enjoy and then on the back deck of the nature store are some more tables.
Yeah.
And you can sit there and enjoy the scenery.
Watch the day go by.
Yeah. As we get into fall, we allow the water to recede during the summer.
Okay.
Because we don't really have the population, the animal population.
It's kind of a dry spell for the refuge.
But we divert and pump water into some of those ponds so that when the cranes and the geese come down for the winter, they have a place that they can stay.
Park and rest up and do their thing.
So,
it makes sense.
Yeah.
But by the time the fall, that's when you start seeing. Yeah, and that's the thing about Bitter Lake is if you come in the summer, and then you come in the fall, and then you come in the winter, and you come in the spring, you get a unique
all
experience
different
each
stuff.
time. Different things are going on out at the refuge. Obviously, in those fall and spring months, that's the migratory season. So you see a lot of incoming and outbound traffic going.
There you go. And they're using it like a flying J, make their little pit stop and then move on.
In the winter months, you start getting the ones that are there for the winter hunkering down.
That's right.
See, some will do offspring. You might see occasional nests starting and things like that, depending on the species. And then when spring hits, then they start packing their bags and start heading out again. And then, like I said, and then summer's kind of that hot everything lulls, but those animals that are just native that hang here all the time are kind of, they have their routines. They'll be out in the mornings and nights hunting. During the day, they're usually sleeping or laying low, staying cool, and they do all their activity.
They're smarter than we are.
Exactly.
It gets hot, they go to where it's cool.
Yep, exactly. And but it's kind of it's one of those things too. It's like, if everybody's out, everybody's eating. It's like if they're out at night, guess who else is out at night? They're predators. The bats, the things, depending on the animal and the species, they're out looking for them for lunch, and so
they want food.
It's a little bit more active out there.
Now, you say they come out in the evening. They will come out, but in the late night, the middle of the night, most of them, because of the predators, most of them will hide. And then early morning, when just before sunrise or at sunrise, they'll come out again and do their feeding, and then because of the heat, they'll hide.
They go hunker down.
Yeah.
But that's what you kind of experience during the summer months here.
Yep.
But please, if you're interested in more of this stuff, be a friend. Ask, come sign up to be a friend.
Join us.
And then please mark on your calendars for September 6th and that weekend there for the this year's Dragonfly Festival. Of course, as tradition, if you haven't seen the flyers and the artwork for it yet, every year, those are all done by students somewhere in the Roswell Independent School District, and we select the winners, and they do amazing jobs each year. These students with the drawings and stuff. So
I forgot the name this year.
I don't remember either off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up again. Remember that the Dragonfly Festival, that next week is the air races.
Yeah, right after that is the event.
So if you've got people from friends, tell them to come in, visit the Dragonfly Festival, stay over a couple of days, and they can be here for the air races.
They're done hearing all the loud airplanes and everything. Come see the rest of the town.
There you go.
Check this out. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I hope we do get some people to stick around and enjoy our nature side of things out here.
Right. Yeah, come visit the nature and then watch the air races.
Absolutely. Friendsofbitterlake.org is a great website to have any questions about anything we talked about, including membership. I would also ask you if you're a Facebook user There is a Bitter Lake, Friends of Bitter Lake Facebook page as well that you can like and follow.
There is.
And stay up to date on things, too. That's a good way. And if you're interested in becoming a volunteer or being more, please reach out. We always looking for more great people to be a part of it.
Again, that number for that, volunteers, for your reservations, all that
for
stuff.
Dragonfly, yes.
575-244-6256.
Very good. Call it.
Okay. Call it.
Sign up.
Sign up, yeah. As of August 1st, we will take reservations for the
yes, that's beginning August 1 for
August 1.
Dragonfly
We don't go any earlier than that. It's not worth it.
Well, to give fair for everyone a chance.
Yeah, August 1st is a big day because I go out and put the banners up, and we start taking reservations for the trips. And
turn on our party dress and get ready for the
There
show.
we go. Let's go.
But August 1, that's when, and we'll remind folks as we get closer to that date, too. So, well, Don, as always, appreciate the visit. Go. I'm sure you got 37 other things to work on after this.
It's going to be a busy day today.
Well, hopefully, if you got outdoor stuff, get it done today because the rest of the week's probably not looking the best.
Yeah,
to do.
that's what I'm thinking. I got to go fix my tractor so that I can go mow some more at Memory Lawn.
Oh man, yeah, get that done early because the rest of the week. Well, as you're fixing it, put a.
I need to put a canopy
on
over
it.
it. There you go.
Get you one of them golf umbrellas and strap
There you
it
go.
down.
There you go. That would work.
Thank you, Don.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Sorello. The Eddy County Sheriff's Office reporting 2 people were found dead in the 100 block of South Donaldson Farms Road on Wednesday. Sheriff Matt Hutchinson says deputies had responded to reports of 2 unconscious adults. When they arrived, they found both victims were deceased. This is an active investigation. Sheriff Hutchinson says he has no reason to believe there are any outstanding suspects, but he provided no further information. Anyone with information is urged to call 575-887-7551. Artesia Mayor John Henry is moving forward with a potential hiring of a city administrator. On Tuesday, the City Council voted to approve the job description for the position. The vote was unanimous. The new position will focus on improving interdepartmental coordination, tracking ongoing projects, and supporting the mayor in administrative duties. The mayor also serves as District 54 State House Representative, which covers portions of Eddy, Chavez, and Otero counties. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Sunshine today will stay between 90 and 95. We do have a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Could get a shower this evening, partly cloudy overnight, and we're in the upper 60s. And then on Friday, mostly sunny. We'll be in the low 90s. Still that slim chance of an afternoon shower, sunny and pretty hot for the weekend, upper 90s and low 100s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Hi, everyone. With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. Who got kicked out of practice yesterday, and what did Coach Schottenheimer do to discipline the team? Answers after this.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
A true Dallas Cowboys fan is there for the journey and the destination. This is the season to make your journey count by flying through McAllen International Airport, the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. Whether you're flying down for McAllen's award-winning fall and holiday festivals, or you're a South Texas fan flying up to cheer the Cowboys on, make your journey as satisfying as your destination at the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. McAllen International Airport, above, beyond, at McAllenairport.com.
Dallas Cowboys training camp here in Oxnard continues to be spicy. Several fights broke out during Wednesday's non-padded practice. Rookie lineman Johnny Cornelius was kicked out of practice for fighting, and Coach Schottenheimer was so mad when more pushing and shoving occurred that he made the entire team run sprints. I asked left tackle Nate Thomas for a G-rated version of the irate coach's message to the team.
Basically, we just have to understand that Dallas isn't on the schedule, so we're nobody's enemies. We have to make sure we taking care of each other, but also getting the good work in. So we can't start fighting each other just because somebody did a little extra push in or whatever case may be. Put the pride aside, we need to make sure that we getting these reps because we need them.
Thomas worked first team in place of Tyler Guyton, who's out several weeks with a knee injury. With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales.
So I make a silly joke about it never raining, and now it seems like it'll never quit. Hi, this is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company. All this rain is great, but soon the weeds will be waist high and the bugs will be as thick as flies. But here at Roswell Seed, we have just what you need to control the weeds and fend off the bugs before they take over. So come see us at Roswell Seed, and be careful what you joke about. Mother Nature sure has a wicked sense of humor.
Get large capacity cooling with a Maytag side-by-side refrigerator. Gallon door bins free up shelf space, and frameless glass shelves fit larger items. The metal shelf gives the inside a bold look that's as durable as it is distinct. An exterior water and ice dispenser makes access easy, and fingerprint-resistant stainless steel resists smudges and streaks. Who you gonna call? Bush Appliance in Roswell. Stop by 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell or call 575-622-6390.
Whether you're a homeowner, a landscaper, or a contractor, we all have reasons to dig. If you're planning to dig, this is just a friendly reminder that locating underground utilities is important. It's actually the law. Call 811 3 days before you dig. New Mexico Gas Company is one of the utilities that will come out free of charge to mark our underground lines up to the meter, so you'll know what's below. We're New Mexico Gas Company, and our priority is keeping you safe. That's why we're here. Learn more at nmgco.com.
Your home for Sean Hannity in Roswell. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Jason Walker. President Trump's special